I can make 4 gallons of beer, 1 gallon of honey, 2 gallons of mayonnaise for some reason,
The mayonnaise.
a quart of oil, 2 gallons of vinegar, 12 gallons of salt water. I can make half an ounce of basic poison a day. And I can make 8 ounces of acid a day. This is so overpowered.
I love that thing. I love alchemy jug. That's a great item.
I didn't know what it was. I thought it was an infusion. And I was so confused. But no, I can just make 12 gallons of salt water. And a gallon of wine a day. We'll never run out of wine.
I'm a child.
I'm a frog. I shouldn't drink wine.
I don't want the spicy juice.
But if we ever need 2 gallons of mayonnaise...
You know, you got something there.
I don't know why mayonnaise is listed as a liquid.
It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite things that they've done with fucking little throw random bullshit in here.
Like everything else kind of makes sense. Like the oil is kind of weird, and so is the vinegar. But it makes sense because it's like, yeah, it's a liquid. You know, you can make it. But mayonnaise? Why? Why can I make Why can I make more mayonnaise than I can oil? Because oil is an ingredient in mayonnaise. The math is not mathing. With my alchemy jug.
Your mom's not mathing. Sorry.
Oh my god.
I know.
How are you killing them?
Owned.
But hey, if we ever need 4 gallons of beer in 2 minutes...
Oh god.
Oh, that's so loud.
Turn it down. Okay.
Ow.
I'm so sorry. It was a new bot. Anyways.
But yeah.
New bot who dis?
If we ever need 4 gallons of beer a day, I can make it in 2 minutes. Oh, how do I full screen this shit? There we go.
That wasn't what I wanted to play, but here we go. I don't know what I want. Oh no.
Hello?
God, is that you?
God, is that you? I should probably turn off my Spotify, shouldn't I?
Maybe.
I'm just listening to the front bottoms, and I'm just vibing.
I'm actually gonna look at Spotify Web Player for a second, so I can get the 7th Midnight, because some of their songs are good.
Are you having fun, Logan?
So much.
Okay.
This one, I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
Be not afraid.
No. I need to
10 out of 10.
I need to set up my fingerprint scanner. I got a new phone today.
Nice.
Well, not a
Very
new
good.
not a new phone, but I had to my phone stopped charging entirely, so I had to change phones.
Yeah.
But I have a screen protector on for the first time in the entire time I've ever had a phone. So maybe I won't shatter my phone screen every 12 seconds.
Fair.
With the phone that I just transferred from, I would get really mad and I would like chuck it at the walls and like throw it on asphalt and it never broke. But I drop it from 2 feet onto pea gravel and the entire screen just shatters.
It's gone.
It's just like, why?
I I've gotten to the point where like I plan on getting a new phone soon, regardless. So, like, I got to that. I made that call sometime last year, and I've been very mean to my phone, and it's just been fine.
It's
It constantly people will walk by, like I'll be hanging out with people, like, hey, your phone's going off, and I'll be like, yeah, I told it not to do that, and I chuck it across the room.
yeah. Like
It's fine. And I'm like,
throw
oh,
it at trees. Like I
the second you're like, oh no, I dropped it from a foot away. What happened?
There.
Who would win in a battle? A wall or one single piece of pea gravel? It was the pea gravel. And I'm
Oh,
real
God.
upset.
The big gravel.
Not the pea gravel.
Like it fell out of my pocket. It wasn't even like a violent drop. It just like fell out of my pocket from the car.
Your phone has chosen death.
It yeah.
Okay, goodbye.
I probably have like several shards of glass in my thumb cuz like it shattered really bad.
Well, that wouldn't be the first time. Actually, would it be the first time?
No.
Oh, well, there you go.
I dropped my mod and it hit the corner of my desk and just the tank just completely shattered. I had so much glass in my thumb trying to get the tank off of this thing.
Yike. Anyways.
What?
What?
I don't know what a mod is.
Oh, a vape.
Oh, okay.
Vape mod.
My
Sorry.
brain, I'm just like, I don't know what that is.
Jesus. Hello?
I was just going along like I knew what it was. I was like, I mean,
Yeah.
we'll
Look,
figure it
man,
out.
if I'm an
Sorry.
idiot, I'll call it out. Don't worry.
No, you're
I got
fine.
you.
It's like I don't know.
I'm just
No,
I
for real.
I know what I mean, so I assume other people
And
know what I
that's-
mean.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I set my fingerprint to this phone? I've just
I don't know why.
I haven't really been
Um,
reading the settings. I've just been staring at them.
Fair.
There it is.
I guess on that note, do we want to go ahead and get started?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if you've started recording.
No.
I've been recording.
I just leave.
Oh,
Nope.
okay. All right. Oh.
I was playing music.
What? What's playing music?
Does anybody else hear music?
Yeah, it's in the
good.
Discord.
It's a music
I-
bot.
Okay. I was like,
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
going crazy. No.
If it's loud, you can turn it down.
Oh no, it's not loud. It was just. Didn't
Yeah.
know if that was me or not.
Which hand
Okay,
is my right
okay,
hand?
So I'm gonna go ahead and do a kind of like a recap, just so because I know
Yes.
Zim, I recapped you a little.
Yes. Thank you.
If anybody else needs a refresher, I'll just kind of go ahead and do that. Plus, it helps me a little. Just kind of get my thoughts in order. So
You do you, man.
last we left off, we had gone to the masquerade. That was an interesting time. There was something about an orgy, whatever that means.
Who knows?
Exactly. And one thing led to another. Y'all went into combat with a couple of, actually 3 vampires. Ari and Agu almost died. And I think after that, after combat was over, both Beetle and Gretchen, you went up to the tower and kind of explored a little. Beetle, you got some new clothes. I know that. And I don't know if did you ever take any of the jars?
I didn't. Beetle did
I don't
Okay.
think
I
I
know
did.
You might have.
No.
not. I took a pair of feathered manacles that I gave to Ari.
I took
Fair.
a teardrop pendant, a fetish, and a couple notes from a dead guy.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if they're
Yeah.
dead. I just took a couple notes from him.
Yep. I guess we'll see. Um. So yeah. And then I know y'all had
Sorry.
left, and I did get y'all to the inn, but I'm gonna kind of backtrack and kind of start where y'all walk into the inn. Is that okay?
Sure. I'll take my manacles back.
Yeah, you can take the manacles back. I was like, just so we have like a chance to like have like a fresh start and not just kind of like open to like chaos.
Yeah.
Just kind of
Roundabout, how long do you think it would be since I soaked?
since you've soaked.
Yeah.
Well, it's like at you probably left for the event in the evening, and it's probably midnight-ish now.
Okay. So I still have time to soak
You still have time to
before I
soak if
take
you
an
want.
exhaustion level.
Yes, you still have
So
time
I
to soak
I soaked all night, so I met my requirement. So I don't need to soak again.
until later tonight.
Yeah. Cuz I
Yeah,
take the exhaustion at the end of the day tomorrow if I
and
don't
then too,
soak.
if you wanted to, you could say that you soaked as you were getting ready to, like you splashed a bit of water on you.
Well, I have to fully, in order for it to count, I have to fully submerge myself for an hour a day, which I do. I soak myself all night,
Right, so you're
which
usually good
it
for.
doesn't like carry over, it doesn't like stack, but like every like I sleep in water basically is how I'm
Right.
meeting that requirement.
Okay, yeah. So you still have a little bit of time,
Yeah.
before you completely like dry out.
Before I have to take a level of exhaustion, which would not be good for anyone.
Right, exactly. How long do you typically need, before you take an exhaustion level?
So it's one full day without
One
soaking.
full day.
So
Okay,
I soaked
so
in the morning. It's evening of the same day.
yep.
If
So
I
you have
if I didn't soak tonight, at the end of the day tomorrow, I would take an exhaustion level.
right. So yeah, you'll have plenty of time to soak.
Yes.
The night's still kind of young. I mean it's only midnight. So,
Yes.
but yeah, you and Beetle are heading home. Well, heading home to the tavern. After your looting,
Yes.
and I don't know. Are y'all looking at what I'm thinking you're looking? You're looking at just Beetle and Gretchen, right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
I'm right there.
So yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys enter the tavern and go over to the left here. I don't know if you can see that right
Oh,
there.
and time's out. Time out.
No.
The closet that I took all these clothes from,
Mhm.
was it primarily a guy's closet or a lady's closet?
Yes.
I don't care. I just need to know what I'm wearing here.
No, multiple people used it.
Perfect. I've got a
So
big mishmash of both. Perfect.
yeah, you got a big mishmash of both.
Yeah.
And it's
Uh,
fine clothes, I'm assuming?
they are very like fine, like silk clothes. Like
Very
some of them
fancy.
are like, some of them are like the I want to say they're like kind of like Victorian era almost. They have like the ruffles and stuff. Like
Yeah.
all dumb things.
You've got
All
you've got a
very.
bustle, you've got like a corset, you've got suspenders and a
Please
button
tell me
down.
you have like one of the like big like oh, I forget what they're called. They just left my head. But the like linings for a skirt,
A
like the
crinoline?
iron lining. Yes, a
Oh
crinoline.
yeah.
A crinoline or a hoop skirt?
Please, or a hoop skirt. Oh my god.
He's got a bustle and a hoop skirt. Oh,
Yes.
I just want to see Beetle in
And
a
Beetle is
bustle.
looking great. So you guys kind of walk
Ay,
in.
ay,
I'll
ay.
go ahead and move everybody here.
I'm
Oh,
trailing so much fabric because I'm a small, tiny person.
yeah.
You are.
Oh, where am I? Where am I? Where am I?
Uh,
Where am I?
I'm about to bring you guys in.
Okay.
Just through a different tokens.
I had my
Fall
like character
so
sheet.
tiny.
Oh my god, I'm so little. We're so little. I became
I'm going.
Lord.
I'm going. I'm going. I'm going to beat you.
No. And no. No.
Stop.
They're
No.
fighting. They're
The
fighting for the
beginning.
And
token.
no. I'm so good now.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys enter and you kind of see directly in front of you as you walk in the door both Agu and Ari are being patched up by Shuna and Harold. Um, Harold does not look thrilled. He's kind of he's kind of over it, but he does know that there is a sense of urgency. He has to get this done. So um, they're kind of tending to that while Micah and Terrence are sitting across from two familiar faces that you've seen before, but like I don't think really any of y'all have interacted with technically yet. Um, so I'm
Ooh.
gonna kind of give you a little bit of a description for them, just as kind of like a refresher. Um, so the one right here um, is like kind of like this like dark palish blue like cyclopean with like these like kind of like almost like gym like spikes protruding from certain parts of his like body um and he has this like presence about him of don't fuck with me. um
So Gretchen is gonna immediately pull out a wrench and like throw it over her shoulder in a
Go
like
for
in
it.
like a defense posture.
Yeah, go for it. um and then this one right here, she is um kind of like she looks almost too engaged with whatever they're talking about right now. Very awestruck. Beetle, you can certainly tell that she is not from like Formyth. She is from the Feywild specifically. Um, she has these like beautiful like dark brown, like almost like ram horns, um, and this like really pretty curly like red hair. Um, and she is very animated. Um, so I'm gonna kind of give you all the chance to do whatever you two want to do. But before that, Emily, how is Aerie feeling right now? Because I know Aerie's a little messed up after everything.
I feel like they feel a little embarrassed. Got their ass beat, but
Hey,
getting
but
getting getting
you
getting
beat
fixed up.
you beat at least one or two of their asses.
I was like, got
So
my ass, got my
Yeah.
got ass beat, got their ass beat, but like also it's kind of like, okay, you know what?
yeah,
At least I got a couple punches in, something
yeah.
in.
I
I
think
took a couple out.
you and Agu both, as well as Gretchen.
Gretchen
Y'all worked
didn't do
really great.
shit.
You melted a girl from the inside out.
Oh yeah, I
I
did
think
do
you did
that.
pretty great.
But I
Um,
did raise my homunculus and he didn't do anything.
it's
Also,
okay,
in
little bastard's
in this
doing
moment,
great.
my homunculus is like standing behind me in like a posturing stance. Are these two the two people that I'm sorry, Ari,
Mm.
just like let me do this one thing really quick. Are these the two people that we saw like screaming at Micah and Terrence over that
They weren't
field?
they weren't screaming. Wait, over what field?
Like I don't know what session it was, but they were like the two that like were burning down a building or something.
In the first session,
Um,
Micah, like it was a block away. They were just yelling across a city block
yes,
at this other
you.
group of
Yeah,
people.
that.
I remember that. No, they are
Okay.
not. They are two different people. Um, they were the ones that you saw. I think Gretchen, you were the one who overheard a little bit of what they were talking about, but I don't know if any of y'all like really sat and like listened or communicated with them. They did talk with Micah and Terrence at the party at the masquerade though. Um, they
Yeah.
started talking about kind of the state of Formyth as is.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Okay.
so that's about all you know about them.
Okay.
Um, yeah, because I don't think there's anything else that they did of significance. So, because they dipped once things got heated.
Okay.
Um,
So
kind of
yeah.
like everybody in the party. So,
Okay. Back to Airy.
I'm gonna
Oh.
put my masquerade mask back on
okay,
before I make my way to Arian and Agumok.
okay. Um, so as kind of you making your way over, and Airy and Beetle are getting, or not Beetle, Airy and Agu are being patched up. Um, you kind of you kind of see that Shuna is like, "Hey, we need our first aid kit, like, cuz some of these wounds are deep, like, cuz Agumon got stabbed in the side, like I think Eri got kneecapped, like we're going to need some stuff." Um so kind of as you're walking over, Harold runs to the back searching for the first aid kit.
Okay.
We'll put him down here for right now. Um, so what do you, Beetle? What are you doing? Like, after you walk over.
Don't tell anybody. I'm in disguise. It's Beetle.
Agu kind of looks over at you and is like, okay. And he puts his finger to his lips and is like, I'll keep I'll keep quiet.
Are you okay?
No,
You want another bug?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
Um, and Shuna kind of looks at you, Beetle, and is like, "Are you okay? Did they hurt you?"
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm extremely powerful.
I don't doubt it for a second. Um, and she looks at Ari and she's like, "I'll be right back to go help Harold. Okay? Are you gonna be okay by yourself?"
I'll live.
Okay. And she kind of hops over the counter because she was standing kind of like right next to you as you were sitting. Um, I was not expecting like lyrics.
You got a band in here, Harold?
This is
Yeah.
dope.
No, for real, for real. No, so Shuna hops over the counter and goes to the back as well. And you
Okay.
kind of hear rustling. Um, and we're gonna kind of halt that for a second. Gretchen,
Just
what are
Hale
you
singing in the
doing?
back room.
So,
For real.
so Gretchen, being Gretchen, and seeing two people she does not know, and one of them it looks threatening. Gretchen is gonna toddle her way over to this table. She is
Okay.
with her wrench slung over her shoulder. She's going to toddle,
And
and she's
the
going to
bastard
like,
just trailing
yeah,
behind.
with the homunculus like trailing behind her. She's going to clamber her way up onto the table, knocking off whatever's on the table, and she's just gonna plop herself down and put her wrench in her lap. So what are we talking about? And she's like making direct eye contact with this Cyclops.
Uh, he kind of looks a little like confused. Um, and he's like, um, well, Micah and I were just talking about everything that happened at the tower.
She's
Cause
gonna
that was
go ahead.
no, you're good. He's like, cause that was weird.
She's gonna pick her wrench up and she's gonna like put it in his face, like not touching him, but she's gonna put it in his face.
Mm.
here?
Uh,
And she's cross-legged on the table, and she has her elbow like on her knee with the wrench in her hand, and she's like bouncing her knee up and down. So the wrench is like bouncing, and it's like dangerously close to his face.
Um, he's like, I'm Cynic, and this is Rel. We're not from here, but we know Micah.
How?
Well, and at that point, Micah kind of chimes in, and she's like, I busted him for something. He's like, you didn't bust me, okay? Let's get that straight. She's like, but you were doing something that you weren't supposed to.
Yeah. I don't care. What are we talking about right now in this moment at this table? What are we talking about? And she's not wavering. She still has her like her this big ass wrench, this big ass red dummy wrench, like in his face.
Yeah. And Micah's like, all right, Gretchen, sweetie, take a seat
I am sitting.
off of the table.
There's no chairs. This is the only place for me to sit.
Pull up a chair from the other table.
Yeah, and she kind of waves off Micah. So why are you here? And she's like, she's locked eyes with this guy. Well, with this guy. She's not taking her eyes off of
Damn.
him.
The other one's wandering around.
The other,
She-
the other one's going up, down, left, right.
The chick,
every
the
last
chick
direction.
is not a threat to her. This motherfucker's a threat to her, and she does not appreciate him being here.
Understandable. He is. Oh, we lost music. But
That's okay.
he's kind of like,
Man took a break.
they said time for night.
Damn. I was vibing with that Celtic music. I was like getting into it.
It was all Feywild music too. I was like, I'll play it again. I was like, I can play that again. That's no problem.
But yeah,
But
she completely dismisses Micah.
Micah just completely, and I
Yeah.
feel like Micah's kind of like,
Cor-
excuse me.
Gretchen doesn't
But,
care.
Dare.
Gretchen doesn't care about
Exactly.
status. She cares about this big guy with one eye sitting around her friends. That's all she cares about.
Yeah, no, I get that. And he was like, look, with the vampires running around and with everything that Micah has told me that has happened with the building burning down and everything dying, I she was asking me if it was possible that something more might be going on.
So you're not with the crazy people that burned down that building.
The vampires?
I don't know. I don't know if they're vampires. Frankly, I don't really care. Are you with them or not?
No. I'm not even from here.
Okay. And she's gonna take her wrench and she's gonna sling it back over her shoulder. Can I insight check him before I do this?
You can.
Okay.
What specifically are you like?
Is he telling the truth when he says no?
Okay, yeah. I was like,
16?
16 will do it. You can tell that he's not dodging any questions. He's not lying.
Okay. She's just gonna be like, okay.
And I feel like the girl with the horns, Rel, she's like, I like her.
And she's gonna sling it over her shoulder and she's gonna hop down off the table. Again, knocking off whatever's in her path, and she's gonna toddle her happy ass to the bar with Aerie and Beetle and Agu.
Yeah?
Beetle's gonna take
Mhm.
during that conversation. He's taking his chance. Okay, Agumok, Harry, you guys are okay. Harry, I got you a gift. I hand you the manacles. I have to go, and I run out the way I came up to the room. I hike up my skirts and I run away.
Understandable. Um. Okay. So I guess Beetle, you're gone. But um, you I'm assuming you walk over to Shuna and everybody?
Who are you talking about?
You.
Me? Yeah, I go up to the
Yeah.
bar. Like
Okay, you go up to the bar.
I got what I wanted from this guy, and I don't feel like he's lying to me, that he's a threat to me or my friends. So I'm done with him.
Okay. Well, kind of as you walk up back to the bar, Shuna and Harold walk out with a like mortar and pestle full of like this like beautiful like purpley like liquid. Um and this is kind of up to you, Emily. Do you want to
Mhm.
take it? Do you want Agu to take it? Um cuz there is just enough for one person.
I mean, I guess he'll take it. He got stabbed. I got kneecapped, so like I'm a little roughed up and beat up and a little like
I got
sore
kneecapped.
and gonna be bruised, but like I feel like he's gonna stab
Okay. Yeah.
me.
Um then I guess Agu will kind of gladly take it. Um and Shuna looks over to you, Ari, and is like, "I I'm sorry. This is the last one we have. Um I meant to go over to the apothecary not too long ago and get some more, but I with the party and everything, I just haven't have time, and I honestly, I'll I'll go out and get some tonight." So, Agu kind of takes it and he drinks it, and it's bitter in taste, but he heals completely. Um,
Oh,
Ari,
ow.
um, after Shuna says everything about like wanting to go get it and stuff, what do you do?
uh, Shoot, what if I just like order a drink? I'm like, I hurt.
I hurt, but I'll have a drink.
I'll have a drink. Make me feel better. I'm like, got nothing better else to do. I'll just chill here, have a drink, and then I guess I'll have a shot,
I'll have
and
a
then
shot.
I'll have a shot, and then I'll take a seat at one of the like booths.
Okay. Yeah. So, I guess Harold will go get you a shot. And Shuna is kind of just sitting there, and she looks over at Gretchen. She's like, "Oh, I didn't see you sitting there."
Gretchen is sitting on the floor and she has the homunculus like laid out on the floor and she's just beating it with a wrench, like fixing different parts and just banging on it. And it's really loud.
um,
Like Beetle upstairs could probably hear it.
Probably. But yeah, no. As Shuna is like, "Hey, I didn't see you there." She's like, "I'm so sorry. I know you and Beetle stayed back. Did you guys find anything?"
She completely ignores Shuna for a while and she's just beating on the homunculus with her wrench and like occasionally she'll like pick up the homunculus by like the neck panel and she'll like look under him and like beat something back into place and then slam it back down and then she'll go and then she'll just like stop, she'll just like freeze for like
Mhm.
2 minutes. Shuna's just standing there watching this after she asks her question and she just completely stops and she looks up at the ceiling and then she like throws her wrench to the ground and it clatters against the homunculus and like slides across the floor. She doesn't care and she like begins to voraciously rifle through her pack and she pulls out the two notes and she's like, I found letters. You. And she points somewhere in this direction. She doesn't really
Uh-huh.
care who. Go get Beetle. We have something important to talk about.
And I feel like Micah looks at Terrence, and Terrence just sighs. He's like, I'll be back. And Terrence leaves.
Okay. And then
So
she
then
toddles
rolls over
back
here.
over to her wrench, picks it up, and then goes back to banging on the homunculus servant.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So as you're kind of like working on that, and as Micah, Cynic, and Rel are still talking, I guess a few minutes go by, and um, I guess we'll cut over to Terrence and Beetle. Um, Beetle, what are you doing right now?
How long were you like sitting there banging on your homunculus?
So, Shuna asked the question. So, like, it probably took like a couple minutes for Ari to get her drink and then go to the booth. At which point, Gretchen was already beating on this homunculus. And then probably 2 minutes. So, probably like 5 to 6 minutes, although that's up to the DM to decide.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. Okay.
And she still
Then,
is.
and if it takes a few minutes, and you came, and then I left a few minutes before that,
Yeah.
and it takes him a few minutes to get to me. At this point,
I'd say it's been like 10, 12 minutes, something like
10,
that.
12 minutes, something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
At this point, Beetle is fully in the Nicky New, just like carving, just ripping all the clothes to pieces with like a dagger. Like he's just like cutting them into bits.
Mm.
And then just like tying them together in random parts to make just essentially like a big Roman toga of random fabrics.
I love that.
Yes.
Yes.
And then just like the only thing that's fully put together is his coat, and he just puts his coat back on over the just massive fabric.
Okay.
But that's what he's working on.
So as
I don't know how far he's gotten.
fair. As you're working on that, are you up in your room?
Yes.
Okay. Is the door closed?
Yes.
Okay. So you hear a knock at the door, and right after you hear like not super loud, but I would almost say it was more like, since it's muffled, kind of like a little lower than like a speaking voice. And it's like,
And also, it's being muffled by the
Terrence.
clanging downstairs.
Yes, exactly. So it's like
You return to clanging.
yes.
Yeah.
So you hear, it's Terrence. Can I come
No
in?
one's home.
Beetle, I know you're in there.
No, be now here.
Clang, 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 clang.
I scoop up my whatever I'm working on and run into the bathroom.
Is the door unlocked?
It's. I don't think it. I don't think it is, but it's also not like barricaded like he normally does. He does that later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So Terrence kind of opens the door, and kind of inspects the room for a second, and starts to head over.
Which is a mess. I don't know if anyone's actually been in this room since Beetle has been here, but
No.
there's shit
No.
tossed everywhere.
Yeah, there's yeah, shit's everywhere.
The full bed is like turned over in front of the window. The chest is like roughly pushed away from the door just enough to get out.
And it's not even sitting in the right position. It is, instead of like it being like wide up against like the bed, it is now upright and pushed up against, almost like a school locker.
Yep.
And it's
And
like,
there's a very obvious and blatant bear trap in front of the door.
yeah, Terrence is like,
Good God.
Beetle, you can come on. Gretchen has some things to show everybody.
Clang, 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 clang.
Terrence?
What?
Is that you?
Yes.
I'm in the Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I come in?
I'm Nikki. I ain't got no clothes on.
Oh.
Terrence?
Ew.
Yeah.
Well, get dressed and come downstairs when you can. Gretchen has things to show everybody.
I can't go downstairs.
Why not?
There's a person downstairs that's gonna tell them that I'm here.
Tell who?
Her.
You mean Rel?
I don't know. But there's
Nobody's.
someone down there that looks like someone that would tell her that I'm here, and I can't let her know that I'm here.
No one's gonna tell her that you're here.
I'm gonna tell him. She's gonna tell him, Terrence.
I will make sure she doesn't tell him. Okay?
Why can't people just come to my room? I'm gonna stay in. I can stay in this door and everything.
We can always show you later.
Huh?
We can show you later.
Show me what? Oh. Yeah, that sounds great.
Huck?
As long as I don't gotta go downstairs. I don't want to go downstairs, Terrence.
You
Not
don't
until
wanna
they're
go
gone.
Okay. I'll let
Yeah.
you know that they're gone.
Okay.
And Terrence stands by the door for a second and like kind of looks at his arm. There's no watch there. There's no
Watch out for the bear
technology.
trap.
Huh?
Watch out for the big metal mouth in front of the door.
I see it.
Okay. Be careful.
I will. And a couple of minutes pass by. and
Rip,
you hear-
rip.
you
Clang,
hear,
clang, clang.
You hear footsteps kind of recede. And then a couple of more minutes pass by, and then footsteps come back, and Terrence is like, "Okay, I just checked downstairs. They're gone.
Insight check.
Do it."
Oh,
You
yikes.
you cannot tell either way. So, as far as you know, he's telling the truth.
Okay. I don't think I'm very far into making my new little toga. So I'm just gonna have my coat
Okay.
and then my rope that I was using to tie it to just tie it around myself like a giant bathrobe.
Okay. Okay. And Terrence is like, "Are you ready now?"
No, but if they're not there, I'll come down.
Okay. Yeah. And they walk down and into the thing, and Terrence is like actively like blocking one side of the door, so Beetle can't see who's in directly. Um, so y'all are just kind of be in the like doorway.
Okay.
Um,
With a 16 passive perception, do I notice the person's still there?
yes.
Cool. I wild shape and I flee
Cool.
out the front door of this bar.
Would Gretchen see
Alright.
this? Cause she's like in.
I wild shape into like a let's say I'll use wolf statistics, but I'll turn into an ant, like a big ant.
Okay.
Fair.
So yes, Gretchen would absolutely see it.
Gretchen is gonna like. She's
Liar!
like Gretchen like sees them come in at the corner of her eye, so she sets down her wrench, and then she sees Beetle for no reason to her, just like shape into a large ant and then sprint out the door, and she's gonna look at Terrence and throw her arms up in the air. What did you do?
Nothing.
Good
I was trying
God!
to get him down here.
And she's gonna like with one arm pick up a wrench, and the other she's gonna like pick up the homunculus, and she's gonna go after Beetle. Like out the door without saying anything to anyone. She like shoulder checks Terrence, but it's like in his knee because she's really little.
Okay. Terrence is like, "Oh damn. Well,
She's gonna go outside with Beetle.
to, Shuna's like, you might want to go out with them. And
Yeah.
while you're out, she hands you like a little note. Um, and she's like, "Can you run to the apothecary while you're out? I'll
Oh,
get you
yeah,
some.
100.
I'll get you some of those that medicine."
Yeah, no problem. And I just kind of like shove the piece of paper in my pocket.
Okay. And she's like, just let them know that Shuna and Harold sent you. Um, they'll know what to do.
Got it. And then I like wink. I'm like, okay.
God, you
Uh,
Just walk out.
lesbians. It's
Lesbian.
a Wednesday.
uh, and it's funny because as you walk out, Harold's like, "Did she just wink at you?" And Shuna's like,
No.
"Yeah." She's like, "I don't know what you're talking about, actually." And Harold's like, "I just saw." Okay. Um. So we'll kind of, I guess we'll bring everybody back to this from last session.
Okay.
What?
Um.
Who are these people?
These are characters you don't know.
Oh.
Um.
LOL.
But anyways, I didn't have a thing to build, or
Ow.
I didn't have the will to build this thing because I was like,
Mhm.
I didn't like the design that I had originally. So basically, as you all kind of storm out, area you come to where Beetle
I
the
feel like it's
giant,
stuck at the door for a minute because I don't have hands.
yeah,
I gotta
like
use my big old mandibles.
you kind of walk out, and kind of. I'm assuming, Beetle, do you successfully get the door open? Do you want to do
I have
like
my full
a
mental faculties, and I feel like, and I'm bigger than I am
Not
originally.
thumbs.
yeah?
I just have, so yeah, it's just the giant mandibles that I have to use to pull at something.
You
Okay,
just
cool.
have no opposable thumbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you open the door and storm out, and Gretchen, you are dragging your homunculus and your wrench
Well,
out as well.
I'm not dragging the homunculus anymore, but I do have the wrench slung over my shoulder. I just I picked him up from the floor and righted
Ah.
him. And then I storm
Okay.
out with Beetle, and I'm trying to calm Beetle down. What is going on? Why did you storm out? What is wrong? I need to say something, and I need you there.
Just clicks and little tiny hisses as I scrabble into the alleyway.
Do I have speak with animals? I don't.
No. So you all kind of storm out into the night, and it's colder than you remember, but it's also kind of quiet. It's very nice. You can hear like the wind blowing and like the rustling of leaves, and it's very calm. It's very peaceful, um, as opposed to inside the tavern where it is just hectic chatter, um, and just go 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 after you all kind of were healed. So what do y'all do? Like,
What's if I skittered into an alleyway, what's in the alleyway?
um, so um, the alleyway that's like kind of like not necessarily outside the door, but if you go a little bit further down past the building into that
Sure.
alleyway, there is there are just a few like barrels, um, and uh like small bits of um like food trash in like kind of like a barrel as well, but it's like cut in half. Um, so you kind of see it's just it's just a place where they store like a lot of their like backstock and trash that they don't need. want to do like a perception check for anything?
Sure, yeah, please.
Yeah.
Just to see if there's anything specific.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I keep my mental faculties as when I was as a druid, so.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, so as you look around, you don't really you see like obviously there are the barrels and stuff on one side, and on the other side there's nothing, but like on the ground kind of scattered throughout you can see that there's like kind of like trash all around the trash can, and there is like kind of like a door on the side of the building that's like a side exit for to where the kitchen goes, like to where the kitchen is, for the inn or for the tavern. um and then they're like in the garbage, um
Garbaje.
garbage. You can see that someone had accidentally thrown one copper piece.
Hot dang. I don't do anything with it, but I see it on my
You're like,
But
oh
okay,
wow.
so I see who all followed me out here.
I am
Uh,
following you. Like I'm
I'm trailing
storming.
behind the both of you.
How? Like, cause like
Slowly.
I stormed out of the tavern almost immediately after you.
Yeah.
How far would I be from you?
What's your speed?
25.
Okay, wolves move at 40.
Okay.
But this perception here, I assume that I would have, like, as we're going down the street or whatever, I would have seen two people pop out and no one
Yes.
else come after them.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I go into that alleyway and then I just kind of turn around and just I don't sit because I'm an ant, but I just look up that at whoever comes in the alleyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use.
I think I want to be like a trap jaw ant.
Cool.
Trap jaw and
I'm gonna use one of my tinkers on. Like. Like my water skin or something, and I'm gonna make it emit like a calming, like musical tune that loops,
okay.
and just like set it in front of Beetle to try and calm him down.
Just tilt my head.
Beetle,
Snap, snap,
can you understand me?
snap, snap.
She's gonna like look up at the sky for a second.
Looks up at the sky.
Can you get out of ant and talk?
Shakes. I shake my head.
She's just gonna sigh dejectedly and just like she's gonna set her wrench down and she's gonna plop down in front of you. I don't know what happened. I don't know what Terrence did to you. But there's some shit going down.
Nod.
And we really need to talk, all of us together. And I'm gonna like gesture around me, assuming Airhe is following me, but I don't really know, because I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what happened? Sorry, you cut out.
Oh, I'm just like gonna gesture around, because I assume you followed me.
I'm like slightly farther back because like you guys ran out, and then I was like, I guess I should follow them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like
You had to
slowly
flirt
made my
for a
way.
second before you took off.
You know.
Yeah.
I have my priorities.
Beetle just lost his mind and shapeshifted into a gigantic ant, and then Beetle Gretchen like stormed out after him, and you're like, you know what? This is the perfect time for me to hit on this woman.
I mean, I feel like he'll be fine. You only get one
He
chance
turns
to
into
make
those
an
all the time.
impression.
No, for real.
Goodness.
I mean, just yesterday he picked Beetle picked you up as a giant beetle.
Yeah.
True.
Just like,
Oh well, all right. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nods.
Can you come back to the inn?
Shakes.
Well, I can't ask you why because you can't respond. What yes or no question? Do you not like the people in the tavern or the inn?
Yes. Shake.
Uh.
Or nod, rather.
Um. If I get them out, will you come back?
Nod.
Okay. She's gonna stand up. She's gonna tap her water skin, and the music will turn off. And she's gonna like nod at Beetle, like reassuringly, and then she's gonna turn and she's gonna go back to the tavern, and probably run into Aerie.
I would say I'm like standing at. I literally am like leaning against the wall
Yeah.
outside, just kind of like.
Gretchen
Yeah, everything good?
Gretchen did not notice your existence, and she slams into your leg.
Oh, hello.
We gotta go back. We gotta get those people out.
Oh, okay.
Beetle doesn't like him. We gotta get him out. Come on. And she's gonna
Okay.
she's gonna grab your ankle and she's gonna drag you.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're going now.
So we're going back to the inn.
And I'm gonna burrow into this garbage.
Have fun with that.
Okay, so you enter back into the tavern, kind of angrily.
Oh yeah, I'm pissed. I don't know why I'm pissed, but I'm pissed.
What do you do?
Can I see where they are? Can we go back to that screen?
Yeah. Sorry if I'm playing the same music. They literally will not let me play the other
That's fine.
things.
Do
I'm jamming.
is everyone still in their same positions?
Yeah, except for, obviously Aerie and everybody.
Okay. So I'm gonna come in and I'm disregarding the Micah and everyone else entirely. I'm going to like reach up and slam my wrench down onto this table where Rel and the other one and Micah and Terrence are sitting. And using my like wrench as an anchor, I'm gonna pull myself up onto the table and I'm gonna like gesture between these two. You two out now.
Micah's like, no,
And she's
we're talking.
Gretchen is gonna take her hand before Micah can even finish her sentence, because it's like suctiony, and she's gonna slap it on Micah's face. I don't care what you're doing. These two need to go now.
I walk up behind and I'm like, hey guys, yeah, you're making our friend uncomfortable, and that's not okay.
He turned
So
into a
you guys-
giant ant, and he ran into an alleyway, and he wants you two out. Gretchen's hand is still on Micah's face.
It's like kind of
Like,
her cheek up.
Yeah, like
Micah-
behind her, like Gretchen's not looking at Micah. She's like locked eyes with these two. Her hand is
Sticky hand.
yeah, it's like one of those sticky hands.
Micah is like, okay, before we send them out, can you take your hand off of my cheek, please?
And she will.
Okay. And she's
Just make like a Velcro sound.
Yeah.
Just a little.
It like slurps off, and like Micah has like a handprint on her face of like slime.
Rella's like, what's going on?
I don't know.
Like,
but he wants you out. You don't have to necessarily leave, but you gotta get out of this room.
And they're like, okay. And Cynic and Rel get up, and they,
You're not even gonna make me roll for it? Damn, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You are that convincing. No.
I know.
No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna. Yeah, they are.
Powerful.
They are.
What a
They are.
powerhouse.
I mean, to be fair,
And not even that. They just don't want to start a fight. They don't want to
yeah.
start any conflict.
To
They
be
just wanna-
fair, like Gretchen is a gigantic pink frog, and she has a massive wrench like in both of their faces, and she has a massive robot standing behind her.
I
Like,
was about to say, yeah.
I
And
mean,
homunculi are tiny also.
yeah,
I just want to point that out.
it's like the same size as me.
Yeah.
But like,
You're a huge frog, a massive robot. You guys are like
It's
2
2
foot
foot. You both
in
are
some
2'2".
chain.
in scale, I'm quite large.
Oh yeah, in scale, it's like
Yeah.
there's a very oddly tall frog, but like like if
To
you
them, I'm
take out the
tiny,
scope, yeah,
but like against a
You're the
frog,
tallest grung you've ever met.
yeah, I'm 2'2",
Yeah.
bitch.
for real. But Rella's like, yeah, okay. And she's like, Cynic, please. And Cynic's like, fine. Um, and he's like, we'll be back. I still have a few questions. And Micah's like, yeah, okay. And they don't leave the tavern, but they head upstairs to Micah and Terrence's room.
That was easier than I thought. You, and she points at Terrence, go get Beetle out of the alleyway. I'm not going back there. It's dirty.
And Terrence is like,
There's stuff stuck to my slime coat. And she's like brushing off like trash and dirt from her slime coat.
Terrence is like, no, only because I lied to Beetle once. I'm not doing it again. Beetle will not trust me.
Gretchen is gonna slam her wrench onto the table, like loudly. Somebody go get that ant out of that alleyway. I'm not doing it.
I turn around. I'm like, oh, fine, I'll go.
Thank
Let me
you.
go get. Let me go get him. I'll be back. Hopefully with Beetle and not an ant.
Gretchen does not know why she's pissed, but she knows that these two people made her friend pissed, so she's pissed.
We love an empath.
We do.
Micah and Terrence clearly don't. They're also pissed, but at Gretchen.
Gretchen does not care. She
Make a look at the two of them, and I'm just like, almost not. I don't do the finger move of like I'm watching you, but I do like a disapproving look of like I don't know what you did, but we're gonna fix this.
Yeah.
Micah looks at Gretchen and she's like, "You were not sleeping in the bathroom tonight. You know that?"
I have a jug that can make 12 gallons of water. Why you think I need a bathtub? You
can
think
find
I don't come
another-
prepared? Listen
you
here,
can find
lady.
another place.
And she's
You
gonna
didn't
put her
find
hand on her
any
face
solution to
again.
me.
She's gonna put her hand on her face again and like cover her mouth.
Yeah,
Gretchen's not having it. Not tonight.
I feel like she.
I just fought
Hand
vampires. I just fought vampires. There's trash stuck to my slime coat. Those two people, I don't know who they were. They pissed off Beetle, and he turned into an ant, which is a little ironic, I know, but we're not going to talk about that for a minute. We're going to talk about the fact that you're giving me attitude. You brought these two in this tavern without consulting anybody, and she's like she's putting her hand in Micah's face, and she's like flailing this wrench. She's mad.
Micah quickly shoots back, and she's like, "You were not here. You did not have a say who comes in this tavern. You do not dictate who comes in this tavern. You got that?
I found a dead body in a mattress, Micah.
I do not give a shit what the fuck you found. You do not, when we are having a conversation and it's this important, you do not, by any means, send anybody out of this tavern.
Yeah, well, guess what?
I'm sorry.
Guess what? When you were in this tavern, I was in a bedroom slicing a mattress open, and I found a dead body that was drained of blood. I found a pendant that is missing its stone. I found some weird, creepy doll thing, and I found these letters that you might deem important. And the only way I'm going to tell you what I found is if we get Beetle back in this room, and those two are impeding that.
And Mike is like, cool, fine. But just know, if you do that again, I.
What are you
there
going
will
to
be
do?
consequences.
What are you going to
There
do?
will be
And she's going to shove the wrench in Micah's face.
Mike is like, I will kick you out of this. I will kick you out of this. And I will make sure Shuna and Harold never let you back in. I do not care. I will send you packing. I will send all of you packing. Do not get that twisted.
If frogs had ears, there would be steam coming out of Gretchen's ears.
I feel like both Micah and Gretchen are just here to not fuck around. And Terrence is like, okay, ladies, dial it back. Take a second, Micah. Calm. You said that we will talk with them later. We will talk with them later, okay?
Yeah, I could have sent him out. I could have sent him packing.
Hey,
I could have beat their faces in with this wrench. You want to mess with this? And she's like flailing it
Terrence is
around.
like, Gretchen, dial it back a second. Just because your friend is angry does not mean that you have to be angry. Give it a second. Dial it back.
And you, and she's gonna point the wrench at Terrence. What did you say to him to make him run off like that?
I said nothing. The only thing
I'm insight checking him.
do it.
You won't.
Do it.
I apologize to the both of you for this, but Gretchen's not happy.
It's cool.
I
I think it's great. 10 out of 10.
15.
15. Yeah, you insight check him. He's not really telling a lie. So you can tell he is telling the truth.
He's telling the truth, but he's
It's
saying
not-
everything.
He's omitting stuff.
Well, if you would give him a second, he would fucking get to it.
Gretchen doesn't have a second.
He was like, listen, all I said was he was worried about the two people here. I said that they had left because these people are good people. He thinks that for some reason one of them will tell somebody that he's here. And they are not those people.
So instead of reassuring him or talking, you lied to him.
Oh, no, I tried. Don't you dare think I didn't.
You still lied. You lied to your friend, and that's not cool. You don't lie to the people you care about.
Sometimes you have to get the job done.
Yeah, and sometimes those lies result in stuff like this. Whatever this is on you two. And she's gonna jump off the table and she's gonna go to the bar.
Like, that was not on me. That was Terrence's. And Terrence is like, oh, so you're throwing me under the bus. Mike's like,
The bus.
you're throwing me under the carriage.
Gretchen's left. Gretchen
Yeah,
doesn't care
quite
anymore.
Frankly. And
The homunculus, by the way, is standing right next to the table.
okay. Well, bye.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh no.
I guess music bot's done.
Aw. Big sad.
They I don't know where to go with this. I'm gonna be honest.
I can stealth check to get into this garbage.
Yeah, you can.
Alright, dope.
I'm sorry if I ruined your plans.
Yeah,
Bye.
all of my plans are now out the fucking window.
I'm
gonna be
sorry.
honest.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
There we go.
Oh well. It's fine. I'll figure
There's
something
there's
out.
not as much garbage as I was hoping for, so I'm just kind of poking at the top of it.
You're good. Um. So yeah. Ari, what are you doing?
Think I'm watching Beetle as he just has his head poked out as an ant on because I went out to go get him after the other two left, and so I was just
Oh,
like,
I'm not proud of it. I'm nibbling on some of the stuff on
I'm
top.
over here going, Beetle, Beetle, because I know where you went, Beetle, and then your little head just pops up, and you're just kind of like, oh, there you are.
He's just
Um,
gnawing on
well,
trash.
they
Like
they
half of an apple core.
well they left, so like if you want to come back in, like you can.
Take
Totally up to
myself out of the
you.
garbage.
But if you
Shimmy, shimmy,
come
shimmy,
back
shimmy.
in out of the trash, oh, okay, there you go. Oh, you good? You good? I'm like trying to keep you from like falling. It's just slipping a little bit. I'm like, here, wait. Okay, cool. Okay, you got it. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go back in. If you wanna come back in
Just
with
walk
me.
alongside you.
Hmm.
Under my breath, and make this the weirdest experience I've ever had.
Did you witness any of any of Gretchen's outburst?
No, I don't think I did because I think I might have like got a little bit of it, but like
Yeah.
they left and I went out to go get Beetle.
Yeah.
And I think maybe I heard a little bit because like you were yelling
Gretchen's
and there
loud.
was yelling. So I'm like, I heard things, but like I didn't hear things breaking. So I was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once I start hearing furniture breaking, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll go back. But I'm like, yeah, you're fine. You can handle yourself.
And she did.
And yes, you did.
Yeah. So you guys come back in. To a now emptier room.
Gretchen's at the bar, smoldering.
Quick
Mhm.
scan.
I'm just trying to imagine
they're
a
not in
frog
here.
smoldering.
Shh.
And kind of everyone settles in. Micah's like, now will you tell us what you found? Because it's so important.
Well, since you asked so nicely, fucking bitch.
Listen, I didn't even ask. You were the one who shoved it in my face. So, and Terrence is like, Micah, I will kill you.
I don't know how to
Please
get out of
shut
full
up."
screen. This is not good. F11? Yeah. Okay. Let me pull up the journal entries that I received.
Oh my god.
So Gretchen is gonna clamber over to the table with Micah, and she's gonna sit on the floor.
Okay.
No, actually, you know what? She's gonna sit on the table. She's gonna power move this bitch.
Okay.
And she's gonna be like, "Yeah, I found these two notes. Did I find them in the dead body, Owen?
You did not find them in the dead body. I think you found them in the coffin, like right outside. So like, they weren't in. They were.
Yeah. Well, Gretchen
were
also
in
went like upstairs a level past Beetle and
Yeah.
found like the coffin and stuff in like the attic area. So is that
Yeah.
what it was? Or?
Yeah, it was up
Okay.
there.
Okay.
So, Micah, before I, found a dead body in the mattress," and she's like shooting daggers at Micah. "I found these two notes in a coffin upstairs. This is the first one. Day 1438. The search for that wretched tear has left me empty-handed. No matter the party might still be my best chance to reveal the answers I seek. I do hope that we do not have to resort to the market, though knowing my luck, the people of that dreaded place already have their grubby hands on it." And then the second one reads, "Day 1441. Tonight is the night. Reyes said everything is ready to go and that I should be excited. Fuck him. Honestly, if it was not for him, I would not be in the situation. Whatever. I told him and his little friends that if they do not find any information on that damned tier, then I and Rezix will leave for Aesgarth. Aesgarth?
Hey, Scarth.
Aesgarth.
Much hair?
Much hair? Aesgarth.
Hey,
once the main event ends. I know Resix is not thrilled, but we are running out of options. Plus, I fear that it has already made its rounds in that damn market. With the crops and lush cliffs dying out, I am thinking that is the case. How did they get away from Yarit? Oh shit, the party is starting. Time to mingle. Note to self: loot loose a little. You deserve it? And then like a weird like little squiggly face. I don't know. I what?
I love. Oh wait, shit! I got. It's like she's doing text to speech.
This is text to speech, but it's like text to write.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's got a magic fucking quill that just.
Yeah.
Just oh wait, shit. Um,
Yes.
no. Um, so kind of as you, so you read both.
I read both.
As you finish,
So real quick, Beetle came to these two empty chairs, and back legs on the ground, middle legs on either chair, and then top legs up on the actual table, and he's just nodding vigorously as Gretchen talks,
hell yeah. Yeah.
napping
Okay.
occasionally.
Gretchen's gonna like motion, like just lean over to Terrence. Does that say Asgard? Asgard? How do you say that? Do you know? I don't know.
And Micah is like, it's Ace Garth.
Well, damn, bitch, I wasn't asking you. Now was I?
You asked how it was said.
I wasn't asking you.
Well, too damn bad.
Oh.
If an ant could look shocked, I tell you what.
And Shuna's like, wait. You said something about Yarit?
And she's gonna reread. With the crops and lush cliffs dying out, I am thinking that is the case. How did they get it away from Yarit? Is it tear or tear? I don't know. These notes don't make any sense.
Shuna's like, if they're talking about a tier and they mention Yarit, Yarit's one of the vessels.
Wait, did you say a tear?
One of the 5.
Like a gemstone?
Yeah.
And she's gonna reach in her bag and she's gonna pull out the amulet without the stone.
And Micah and Terrence are like, holy shit.
Yeah, and I found this weird doll, and she's gonna throw the fetish on the table.
I don't think it was a doll. I think it was a crucifix. I think is technically what it was.
Gretchen knows the difference. She does not care.
She does not care. Okay, cool.
Beetle doesn't.
Beetle just doesn't.
Beetle was like, okay, head, arms, and it's got like the legs are one long thing. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a doll.
It's a doll.
Been away
Shuna's
from
like,
holy stuff for a while.
wait. Shuna's like, oh, Gretchen, I'm sorry. Do you mind if can I see the like necklace?
Can I insight check her?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you searching for specifically?
I'm just trying to see if what if there's any hints by her body language or how she said it, what she wants the necklace for. With a 17.
With a 17, she is literally asking out of shock and curiosity.
Can I tell if she wants to
almost
take it from me or if she just wants to see it?
She just wants to see it.
Okay.
She basically wants to see it to confirm a suspicion she has.
Okay. Then I'll hand it over. Yeah, go ahead. I don't know.
And
It's just a
and she's like,
necklace.
"Thank you." And she looks at it, and she kind of like traces part of the outline with like her finger, and she's like, "No, it's definitely not just a necklace. Um,
Can
this is a huh?
continue.
Okay." And she's like, this is a necklace for Hamadryad's tears. Um, which I don't know if you know,
I don't.
kind of cool. Let me finish. At this point, she's kind of like hyperventilating. She's like, so this is supposed to have a stone in it. That stone is supposed to be with the vessels. That is why most of, the foliage is dying, and why a lot of the creatures are going up north, and why we can't sustain business right now. Um, I don't know how whoever got a hold of it. Um, but you need to return that ASAP.
It doesn't even have the
Nod.
stone, and it was in a coffin. What is the deal with the stone? What is so? And she's gonna look at Micah. Can you please explain this important conversation you were having with those two people? Can you please explain what is going on? What is so important about all of this? And like
And Micah,
she's not being rude. She genuinely is just she's
no, yeah,
confused and she's heated from the argument they had earlier and
yeah.
nobody seems to be
Uh,
telling anybody anything.
uh, Micah is like, okay, um, well, you asked nicely. That was a start. Thank you, by the way. Um, and she's like, so a little kind of backstory on Formyth. Um, they're it serves as one of the major like locations for entering and exiting the Feywild. Um, and with that comes a kind of like
Down.
oh,
My hunker down a bit.
okay. Um,
Would I notice
and she's
this?
like, I mean, you're sitting right there.
Okay.
Um, and she's like, with everything um in the past 20, 30 years, everything's sprouting and more creatures coming in and and everything. It's like the vessels have needed to regulate all of this. So, um, about once a year, they, the five of them, the five vessels, led by Yaret, go into the Feywild, and they take a a tier, which is kind of like a almost like a conduit for like some like ethereal power, and it causes this area specifically to flourish. Uh, uh, and according to my records, recently the vessels have disappeared into some sort of solitude somewhere around here to try to resolve the conflict. And ever since then, things have been dying. she's like, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. A lot of people are concerned, and we think the two people who attacked us, or who attacked that one building, are trying to find it. And the reason why we had those two here is because one of them, the one you were waving your wrench around, thank you, by the way, um, might have had some sort of idea as to who they might have worked for, or what kind of motives they might have, or I don't know, some sort of reason they might want to find this thing, right? You
Micah,
know.
I mean this in the
Hmm.
most respectful way possible. Why didn't you think to tell us this before you sent us in a cathedral full of vampires? I would not have had the outburst that I did had I known that, but you guys decided to withhold information from us. We fought vampires for you. Why wouldn't you tell us this?
Sweetie, listen. We didn't think you guys would join us at all. We weren't looking for you to join us. We weren't looking for you to help us really at all. Um, and everything you've done, we have not asked you to do. Quite frankly, I thought it was just going to be me and Terrence. Until this one decided to show up, and she points to Agumak, and he's like, hi. And he didn't know much about it either. So,
Did question for the DM. Did Micah and Terrence fight the vampires with us?
they did not.
Okay. So let me get this straight. You didn't want our help, but you allowed us to go into a cathedral full of vampires and fight them for you. And you didn't help. And after all of that, you still wanted to withhold information from us.
I didn't want to withhold information from you.
But you did.
None of you asked. And I don't know, maybe if you had, or maybe if you decided, hey, I would like to sit here for a split second just so I could be clued in on what's going on, to get to the bottom of this, maybe you would be a little clued in. Just a little.
You
I'd
know
like
to ask
to.
questions if you don't know what to ask. If you don't know there's anything
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, I would like to pop back into beetle shape at this point.
Yeah,
And
go
I'm just
for it.
like hanging, like kind of like feet dangling a little bit off the table before I fall down. But for the quick minute, or the quick second I'm up there, I want to say, just just real quick, I'm cool with not knowing it. It's a lot. It's much worse knowing stuff than not knowing stuff. And then I kind of fall and then scramble back up onto one of the chairs,
Oh. Um, Mike is
away
like,
from on the opposite side of Terrence, not the one next to Terrence.
fair. Mike is like, we would have told you. Believe me. We would have. But we were still piecing this together the past couple of days. With that lady that we met at that antique, not the antique store, but the trinket store.
He was great.
She was amazing.
Yeah.
The only reason I got any information was because I knew her. She clued me in. That, and we heard through the grapevine that the vessels were missing.
What are vessels? What I assume there's not just a bunch of pots roaming around doing stuff. Or amphorae. That's the plural of amphora.
Amphora, yeah.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
a fancy word.
Um,
I'm
Chuna's
really
like,
into Roman shit right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
fair. Um, I'm assuming you're asking that in
You
character
are
too.
snoring
Uh,
really loudly. Goodness.
I'm not even asleep yet.
Sorry, Rosie.
Not Rosie.
Wake up that homunculus.
Gretchen kind of nudges it with the wrench.
Just Navarros. Just
Yeah.
um.
Oh,
And Chuna's like, I can take that. If I may. Um,
take what?
I can
Here,
answer
we have
it.
dibs. Oh.
Oh.
Um, she's like, so I've lived here all my life. Um, I've heard many stories about the vessels. Um, or I guess as some people call them, the five. Um, they're kind of like protectors of Formyth and the I guess the enchanted forest in general. Um, she's like, I just know that off the top of my head, in the note that you have, it mentioned Yaret. Yaret is the leader of the vessels. Um, he does a lot of the talking. Um, the other four are usually symbols for people. Um, strength, love, peace, all of that. Um, actually, it's kind of funny. Um, the purple paste that I gave you, Agumok, that's that's called Mystic's Fortune. It's a flower that's grown here in the northwest region, um, and one of the vessels, uh, her name is Dehala. She grows them. That's like kind of her thing. Uh,
Wait, wait, Shuna.
hmm,
Shuna, wait.
yeah.
If what? Okay, what are they all? If one's love, what are the other four?
Um. So, Yaret is
Yeah.
the leader. He deals with wisdom, knowledge. Um,
Okay, he's the leader of the bunch, and you know him well.
I. She's like, I don't know him personally.
Yeah, but you know about him.
I do
So
know
he,
about
so
him.
he's wisdom.
Yes, and then you have Dehala, which is she is kind of like plant fertility, but she's also um more connected to the Feywild. So I guess she's more of like the empath and communicator.
Okay.
Um,
Wait.
hmm,
I thought you said that the leader guy was the talker.
yeah,
Look,
doesn't mean that she can't
I don't know how.
communicate.
Right. Okay. Okay. I thought. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Um, and then we have Girish. He is um he's usually known for strength. Inner strength, physical strength, anything like that. Um, usually he's the one that I've actually seen before. Um, it's actually funny because there was one time that we were out on a market trip when I was younger, and I don't know, there was just something weird going on. I guess a fight broke out, and someone was badly hurt. Um, and from the from one of the caves not too far from here, Girish jumped out and quickly dealt with the whole situation. Um, he's kind of inspiring in a way.
Ooh.
She's like, oh, and then there's also it. He's kind of he's he's one of the ones that like you don't really see often, but it kind of whenever you feel at ease, you know he's there. His name is Jerusalem. Uh,
Gesundheit.
thank you. Um, she's like, no, but he actually is the heart. He deals with a lot of like emotional turmoil. So, if
I raise my
there's
hand.
yes,
I thought that the second one was empathy. Isn't that empathy?
what?
What you just said?
Yes, but wait, who are we talking about? Fuck.
You
Gorilla?
the this one's the heart,
Mm-hmm.
and also the emotions and the other stuff. But you said that the second one, the plant fertility, was also empathy.
Um. Oh. Yeah. I wouldn't say she's like empathy when it comes to human empathy or like person empathy.
Okay.
Um.
Okay.
I feel like she mostly deals with how the plants feel, taking care of the plants. Um. Gonna be honest, she's one of the more badass characters. Gonna be honest. Um. But yeah, no, he deals with um like heart, love, emotions, but not fertility. Um, and then you have the one that I look up to, and she kind of pats her chest. Um, and her name is Poa. Um, and she deals with peace, like inner peace, tranquility. Um,
Okay. I have. I know what went wrong.
no,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Yep. I
no,
got
no.
it. I figured it out.
What went
Figured
wrong?
it out. None of them were about constant vigilance.
Ah, she's like, ah,
What you need?
that's where you're wrong.
You just
And
said no, you just went through all five of them.
nope. Chuna's like, I'm not done.
Oh.
She's like, going back to POA. Um, while she's the bringer of peace, she's also, I guess, kind of, she takes no shit from anybody. So if people verbally are trying to fuck with the vessels or anyone in the town of Formyth or the city of Formyth, uh, you're gonna have to deal with her. Because once you do, if you end up having to bring Girish into the mix, no, you don't want to do that. Actually, you don't. No, nobody wants to do that. No.
I mean this in the most respectful way possible,
Hmm.
but it seems a bit silly to build your village in an area where you have to rely on otherworldly beings to sustain everything.
Hmm. Oh, they don't sustain everything.
Well, the crops are
Um.
dying. And if the crops are dying, people go hungry. And if people go hungry, they go crazy and they die.
Yes, but not all of our crops are dying. It's weird because it's only the specialized crops that are dying. Some of the some of the foliage that I've noticed that are dying are not the palm trees. They're the more whimsical,
So
The Fey plants?
the fey plants.
That's for the best.
I'm just gonna disregard whatever is happening on this side of the table. So if only the plants that are from wherever they're from, these vessels, are dying and people can still eat, what's the problem? I I don't I don't know why you're sighing aggressively at me. I
Sorry.
feel like this is a
I-
valid question.
No, sorry, I was out of character sighing. Sorry,
The point
I was
still
very
stands.
aggressively holding my breath. Sorry.
I'm just sick of your shit.
Yeah, I'm actually done with this campaign. Goodbye.
I told
No,
I told you what Oh, I told you what Gretchen was like before the campaign started. Like,
no, I'm gonna be honest. You didn't put whatever you just did in that, but whatever. Anyways, so going back to Shuna, um, so she's like, well, this is our ecosystem now. We rely on some of those plants. Sure, we might have to change a few things that we eat, but that is still our draw. That's our draw in.
rely on them how?
Well, um, some like the Mystic's Fortune. It's a plant that was specifically cultivated here in Formyth, but it technically a lot of its components originated in the Feywild. If you take the stone and it's gone, and that fades, we probably will not have the same medicine typically, and that drives down our whole economy in general. Like some of our food, we are a big tourist place, so like our tavern, usually we get a lot of business, but now I don't know if you can see, it's just you guys here. There's no in and out. It's just the
Not
local.
even a Whataburger.
Not even a Whataburger.
Or an In-N-Out. It's crazy.
I don't know what any of those are.
They don't exist.
They do, but you said In-N-Out, it's all I can think of.
LOL.
Fair. But yeah, so she's like, this tanks a lot of what makes for myth and the forest. For myth and the forest.
So, and I don't mean this like sarcastically or rhetorically or mean. I know it's how
Poetically or any other kind of way.
yeah, it's just kind of how I sound. So you based your entire economy and livelihoods on people who hold rocks that could go missing at any time. Do I have this correct?
Quick pause. Where's Ari at?
Yeah, where is Ari?
Chilling. I'm just listening.
Oh, you're not.
Are you standing off to the side? Are you sitting down with everybody? Or
I think I pulled a chair up.
pull the chair up?
Yeah, because we're all like at this little table, so I think I pulled like a chair from like over here and just kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair. And I don't know where I was going.
Sorry, I cut you off there. I apologize.
No, you're all good. Oh, okay, I know where I was. Sorry. Shuda's kind of like, no, well, usually we don't have this problem because it's not easily accessible. We don't typically put it in a place where people know. And sometimes it changes, but it, you know, I guess it's gone missing now, or it's depleted, or or whatever. But the vessels are gone too, and I don't know if they've just retreated into a cave somewhere, or if they're in the Feywild, or hell, if they're in the Badlands in the Northeast. I don't know. Quite frankly,
Setting
not a lot of people do.
aside, fair enough. Setting aside the sheer silliness of basing your economy on rocks, my people have
I like rocks.
an incredible economy. That shit's never failed. I don't know if anyone
Micah's like,
I don't know if
Micah's
anyone
like,
knows grung culture, but that's a
uh,
subtle dig.
Micah is sitting there and she's like, oh, so that's why you left? Because,
I didn't leave.
so you were kicked out. Got it.
Well, yeah. You don't leave the grung. You If you are not with the grung, you are outcasted. But we'll get into that another time, Micah.
That doesn't seem very,
Grunga.
that doesn't seem very effective now, does it?
Well, it doesn't happen very often, Micah.
Well,
Let
I guess in the same case, this doesn't happen very often here as well.
But this seems
So,
much more detrimental than one grung leaving the cast.
oh, I thought you said you were outcasted.
Well, I was, but I mean, technically, in outcasting, you do leave. If you don't leave, you. And she has like
Harry,
this.
how often does your boat leave?
Normally I stay somewhere for, I mean, at the longest, like 2 months, doing stuff, chilling, depending on like how much stuff we need to like replenish, and then
I
so
don't know how boats work, but I can like summon food and stuff. Would that be helpful on a boat?
I got a.
that would be very helpful on a boat.
I got a jug that can summon 2 gallons of wine a day, and
Okay.
like
That would,
and like
yeah.
8 gallons of fresh water a day.
Okay,
The
because I think this place is going downhill,
Yeah.
and Micah doesn't want us here. Shuna, I hope you the best.
Well, Micah doesn't
Didn't
want
say
me
that.
here. Micah doesn't want me here. Micah doesn't like me anymore since I put my wrench in her face, which
Didn't-
honestly I can understand. But still,
She chimes in. Didn't say that either.
you kind of implied it. Can we get back to the point?
There was no implication.
Can we get back
But
to the
yes.
point, Micah?
Well,
Setting
I want to make
aside.
this point. I want to find out. I want to find somewhere to go. If I'm being real, people here got real weird tonight. People were biting each other. Agumon got kidnapped into a room.
And got stabbed.
Uh,
There was a
people
dead
got
body in a
stabbed.
mattress.
Yeah. There was jars full of blood.
Everywhere.
There were fuzzy handcuffs.
We don't talk about that.
Someone kept talking
Harold.
about an orgy.
Harold's like, I'm sorry, there were fuzzy what now?
Yeah, there are
I
fuzzy
gave
handcuffs.
him to Ari.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
Back to the point. If this rock is missing, what are we supposed to do about it?
I don't know if it's a thing that you can do.
Well, we're in it
To,
now, and I rifled through a dead body mattress for this shit. So, like, I'm in it now.
And I'm cool to just let's get out of here, Ari. Whenever your boat's ready to go.
Wow, thanks, guys. Y'all are really backing me up.
I'm on your side. I think you should leave too.
I just want to go home.
I don't know what a vampire is, but it seemed bad.
They're the ones that bit the people.
Yeah, but they look like everybody else. How do you know it's a vampire? What's a vampire?
They're dead. I think
Doesn't make any
would
sense.
I know
The thing
anything
is, the
about
mattress was dead.
vampires? I'm a sage. Would I know anything about vampires, Owen?
The Feywild is more like lycanthropy than vampirism, so I
True.
feel like I would know about
Yeah.
that than I would anything else.
I mean,
True.
I was in the Grung cast and I was a scholar. So
True.
Vampire Grung.
vampire Grung. Me and Owen actually were
Uh,
talking about that.
Yeah. No, yeah, you would I mean, you would know about vampires. And stuff like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Um, you know.
Okay. So wouldn't it just be better to just evacuate the town?
You
Shuna's like,
take the town and put it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Why would you have to say that?
Shuna's like, yes, technically. Um, Granted, I think a lot of people have already moved out anyways.
Oh,
Um, but I don't know. I A lot of people like it here. They have memories here.
Just make memories elsewhere? I mean,
She's like,
you don't just like lose memories because you move away, and in this instance, I suggest moving away.
I'm not unsympathetic to you. You like your home. You like the stuff that you've been doing. I understand. I want to make that abundantly clear. Truna, you've been nothing but a delight. But at the same time, if your 5 magic people vanished and people are actively seeking to destroy everything, you know, vampires taking your necklaces and stuff, um, it just,
Goodness.
just gonna say, I'm sure there's other area. Your boat has to go to other places, right? There other places exist. Harry?
Airy.
yeah.
Oh, Oh, okay.
dead.
Sorry, I didn't have my thing on. I was talking, and I was like, what?
Oh, you're
Oh,
good. Yeah,
yeah.
I assume there are other maybe they don't have the special flower, and the magic man that jumps out of caves and beats up criminals. But I'm sure there's other cool people. I'm sure there's other places that I don't know if other places rely on magic people, but I assume they do. Magic's dope.
What
Yeah,
he
there's
said.
definitely way more places. Been to a couple of them.
Shuna's like,
Will not elaborate.
I've been here for a couple. I've just been in the ocean for a couple years after I left the cast.
um, and Shuna's like, I guess so.
The ocean's real
She's like,
nice this time of year. I'm just saying.
I don't doubt it.
Just the ocean?
The
In general, the ocean?
the ocean.
Wow.
And it shows Harold, and Harold's like, well, where would we go?
I don't know. Find somewhere new. Settle away from all the magic rock death. I don't. If the power that sustains you people comes from the Feywild, why don't you just go there?
I don't go there.
Why?
It's bad in there.
What do you mean?
It's bad.
I mean,
People die in there all the time.
it can't be worse than a vampire plague because of some rock.
Yeah.
Shuna's like,
Yeah, it is.
yeah, we've heard stories about how dangerous the Feywild is.
So
Usually the vessels go in, get a tier, and then it's there for a year. Honestly, I don't see why we couldn't just grab another tier. Right, Harold? It's like, I mean, you can try, but I'm not helping you.
I wanna is Shooter just like standing nearby? Is that what she's doing talking? Or
Yeah,
where's she
I
at?
mean, they're both her and Harold are here at the
Behind the bar.
behind the bar. Yeah.
I'm gonna hop off of my chair, walk all the way over to the bar, scramble up the stool, and look at you and go, "Don't go in there, okay?
And
If
Shuna's
your
like,
magic people had to go in there to get the rock, I want you to know I have full confidence in everything that you're going to be able to do, except for that.
Well, that's ominous.
Look, those vampires were nothing. It's bad in there all the time.
um, and Shuna's like, yeah, make no mistake. Again, I've heard stories, but I don't know. And Micah's like, look, what if we find just what if we just find the stone that's gone?
Why don't we talk to the vessels?
Because the vessels are gone.
Have you tried like sending a letter?
Yeah, what he said.
Um, I mean, we could try, but it would go straight to where they're located, and they would not respond because they have not been there.
How do
Hmm.
you know? What?
I think they might be screening their mail.
My head hurts.
Um,
Where did they
and
go?
Micah's like, if you want my honest opinion, probably the Feywild. But
Oh, they're dead.
probably.
Yep. I'm sorry about your magic people. I pat Shuna's hand.
Um,
If we assume that the magic people with the magic rocks that go into the Feywild once a year to get this stone are dead, I bring us back to why don't we just leave the town?
and
No,
Shuna's like,
Gretchen, you don't understand. Micah wants to get the rock so that they have one more year of tourism.
Micah's like, I could not care less.
I thought you were the one that just said the rock. Was that Shuna?
No, I mentioned the rock,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I couldn't care less. I I could not care any less right now about this damn town, about this city.
That's kind of rude, but I
Not even
understand.
Rock Lady?
Rock lady?
Yeah, I gave her my rock. She had the store with all the old stuff.
Yeah.
When
No.
we met. Yeah, she was great.
She's like, yes, but I was only there for business. I'm only here for business,
Oh,
not for tourism, not for the general economy of the town. Though, I could.
what's your business?
Yeah, what's your
She's
role
like,
in all this?
I'm just a plain old diplomat. And Terrence,
He's
well,
a
I guess
liar.
if
We know. Yeah.
well, I was gonna say a guard, but a liar works. And
Gre-
he's like,
Yeah.
I did not lie.
Gretchen like flashes like a smile at Beetle.
um,
Just like like a triumphant smirk at Beetle.
He's been pointedly not like looking or interacting with any time that Terrence was brought up. Anytime I didn't look at Terrence at any point.
Yeah.
He is
yeah.
pointedly unknowing who this person is. It's gone. You are out of my existence.
um, and um, um, I feel like Shuna's like, I mean, we can leave and everything, but and that's fine, Like, I don't know. Like, I know Micah doesn't care, but isn't isn't the whole part of a town and a community to love the place that you're at, love where you're in, like love the people around you?
I don't know. I've never had one of those.
I have to agree with Beetle on this one. Where I come from, it's more about jobs than it is a place. It's more about
I
people than a place. Home isn't a building or a plot of land. Home is your family, and then they're all you have, and then they're gone. And that will happen here if you don't get out. The buildings don't matter, the people do.
I mean, I want to make it clear. I'm more than happy to help outside of the Feywild until the boat is ready to leave. Which Harry said could be 2 months. We don't know.
I mean, we've been here. We haven't like depleted our resources when we got here. This was just a quick stop in. This was completely unexpected.
um well, Shuna's like, look, I get that, like, building a place with people as your home is great. I get that. She's like, but this here is what I know works. She's like, I see people coming in and out. This is all that I've known. I am not willing to lose that. Not today.
What
Not a
about
lot
tomorrow?
of people here. I'll think about it tomorrow.
Gretchen is gonna go up to Shuna and I assume that Shuna's standing like by the bar.
Yeah, she's standing like behind the bar, basically.
Gretchen is gonna hop up on the counter and she's gonna hug Shuna. I.
Uh,
Huh?
oh no, you go.
And like in Shuna's ear, like she's not speaking quiet, like to make other people not hear, but she's just softly speaking. I know what it is like to do one thing your whole life and not be able to leave that thing. But I left my home, my job, my family, and I can never go back. And I'm okay. I have him, and she's gonna like pat the top of her homunculus's head.
Mhm.
And I get to be who I want to be now, outside of the cast. Because they didn't accept me, because I didn't want to do the same thing over and over every single day. My point is, it's hard to leave the thing you're comfortable with because you don't know what you can do outside of it. But you have a good head on your shoulders. You can do anything. This isn't all there is to life. It's gonna hurt to leave if you have to, but it isn't the end of the world. I know that more than anybody in this room.
And she sits there and she kind of wipes her tears and she's like, I just, it's hard.
Beetle would like to, kind of during that heartfelt thing, would like to hop down from the stool and move over to Airy
Mm.
and attempt to scramble onto your lap.
Oh,
Aww.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
I get
Yep.
here. Okay, here.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
here.
Right. Ah, there we go. It's real intense over there.
um,
Yeah.
and Shuna is like, I I understand what you're saying, Gretchen. I appreciate it. I do. She's like, but I don't know. I This was supposed to be my thing. I Seeing people walk in and out of the tavern, ordering drinks, getting the little bits of conversation that I can about who in the market is selling what, who passing by has dealt with their fair share of troubles. And trust me, I've been there too. Um, and believe me when I say I can assure you that Harold knows it too. But this here, this tavern, and everything outside of it has become more than just our home. It is our livelihood. We have cultivated this, not just ourselves, but with our community. And the innkeeper, he's given us a home and a life and a family that, frankly, I don't know what I would do without. Like, as much as we both piss each other off, Harold's my brother.
Oh, I thought it was so. I thought it was way more intimate. I just say to Ari.
Gretchen is gonna ignore what's happening over there in that corner of the tavern.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you're up here now,
yeah, Gretchen is
so
gonna
it doesn't matter.
Gretchen is gonna clasp Shuna's hands in hers.
Sorry, that was like a stage. I assume I tried to. I was trying to whisper, but stage whisper. I can't just whisper. It won't pick up on the mic.
Yeah,
Oh, fair.
I
I just
understand.
pat his head.
Yeah.
You're like, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Gretchen's gonna clasp Shuna's hands in hers, and they're slimy and gross, but it's sweet. Um, Shuna, I haven't had family in a long time. I will do what I can to help you. I can't speak for them, and she's gonna shoot a look at Ari and Beetle.
I wave.
I just,
Hi.
I do.
He looked at us.
It's just
You
like
lift your hand and wave your hand.
it's just like it's a gesture like them,
I
but
was like, me over there, like, what?
but
Hello.
I can't speak for them, but I will do what I can to help you. I haven't had family in a while, and I know how important family is, and I can never go back to mine. I
Um,
I will do what I can to help you keep yours.
and she's like, thank you. Um, and you know what? If it doesn't work out and everything is still in shambles, or maybe it's great and just things change, then I'll go. I'll go with everybody.
Life goes on. You don't know what you can do until you're forced.
Yeah. She's like, I just I want to try.
Then
You
we'll
know.
try.
Then we'll try. But
Um. mhm,
you need to know that if I can get out of the only life I've ever known and not go back, then everyone else in this town can too. Family, community is people, not a place. And it's not the end of the world if it doesn't work. But
Um.
we will try. I will
She's
try.
and she's like, "Thank you." And Agu, for the first time in a hot second, kind of moves over to both Shuna and Harold, and he's like, "I'm in. I I've I I don't know what you guys have gone through. Quite frankly, I don't think I ever will. Um, but any kind of he looks at uh Harold and then Shuna and then down at Gretchen. And he's like, but yeah, I'm with you all the way. Any like kind of like kind of like situates himself. He kind of shakes like yeah, he got like a cold chill and he's like, never thought I would be saying that, but here we are. And he looks kind of to the others. And he's like, are you in?
I'm in.
Huh? I mean, I was out, but I seem to be inside now.
You're in. You're in, bud.
Yeah, I know. We're all in.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone's inside.
I grab his little hands. Woo.
Gretchen is gonna squeeze Shuna's hands, and then let go, and she's gonna trot over to where Beetle and Airy are.
Mhm.
And she's also gonna clamber onto Airy's lap and like halfway onto Beetle.
Oh, okay. And another one.
You're just a mother of children, even though I think Gretchen might be the oldest.
Not
Maybe.
mother. No drama.
Yeah.
Um, and
Um.
kind of
Thank you.
as you do that too, Agumok walks over to Eri and puts his hand kind of on the like back of the chair. Uh, and they have it. It's the babies. No. Um, but Micah's like kind of tearing up at that, and she's like,
Well, now don't you feel like a bitch for being mean to me? That's out
she's
of
like,
character.
If you
I was gonna
actually,
say if it was
I just
if
pull
it
my
was
hands up and I'm just tap your mouth. I'm like, no, 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 no.
no, I was gonna say, if you said that in character, Michael would be like, "Oh, not in the slightest."
No. No, it's out of character.
Um, no, but yeah, Micah really feels those big emotions, and she's like, "Okay, so let's take all of that and circle back to your note, Gretchen, uh, if you would like to." Um,
I need to speak to Beetle, but yes, we will.
okay.
And
I
I'm.
mean,
Huh?
what's going on? I'm right here. What's up?
Gretchen's gonna turn her face to Beetle. We're both on Aries' lap, so like.
I'm right here. I
We're-
don't see the issue. Why can't we talk? We're both
I
here.
feel like both Ari and Agamok are like, what are they doing?
Mm.
Okay.
Beetle.
Uh-huh.
Oh, someone texted me. No, nobody
My
texted
boss
me.
asked me to come in tonight, and I'm like,
Hmm.
God.
Haha, that's funny.
Yeah. And she's gonna go, Beetle.
uh-huh.
I don't know what is gonna happen, but
Okay.
and she's gonna look at Micah, Terrence, Agu, Harold, and Shuna, all of you.
Mm-hmm.
The way that this conversation is going, I think that we might be going back to your home.
Nah, nah. That's okay. Micah said we could get the one that's out here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's our plan A. But our plan B, if we have to go there, I
You will all die.
maybe.
Yep.
And it's a chance we're willing to take.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rifle.
But
That's up for you. Have at it.
we need you to come too. If we have to go there, you know that
It's
place.
so bad in there.
But you know that place. You know it better than any of us. If we have to go there, you might be
But she's
our.
gonna break you guys.
But you might be the only one that can guide us and keep us safe. And we've
But
all.
But I was the only one she didn't break last time. It's gonna happen again. She's gonna break all you guys.
We won't let that happen.
We won't let that happen. You won't let that happen.
I mean, I'll do everything I can, but she's a lot. And you almost died to dead guys.
Well, we've
I,
had
I,
better times.
yeah, and I'm a brittle bitch.
Yeah. And she is everything in there. She is there.
That bridge when we get there.
I know how.
Yeah, hopefully we don't.
I know how scary it can be to think about going back to a place you thought you'd never go back to.
Got out, Gretchen.
What?
I got out.
And you'll get out again.
Maybe. Who knows?
Make sure.
I don't know how long I was in there last time.
Like it's like, um, I might be able to help with that.
What?
You said you don't know how long it's been.
Yeah.
Uh, well, the last recorded Fate Portal opening that was not here was about 15 years ago.
See? There you go.
I mean, I got nothing to do for 15 years.
I don't either.
I was just
Maybe
gonna
an
read in
adventure.
the library.
There you go. Bring some books.
There won't be a lot of time to do that. Just a heads up. A lot of running. A lot of running, a lot of hiding.
I think we can manage.
Constant vigilance.
Of course.
And Chuna's like, and we'll wait for you.
Why
Oh,
can't
we
I
can-
wait?
We'll, and we can help whenever we can. Like we don't have to just wait. We can
I'll try, but we have to, I want to put everything outside first. We do everything we can outside before we have to absolutely go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our plan
Okay.
B. Our plan A is to do what we can here. Going there, going back to your home, that is like last resort type.
That's not a home. Just a heads up. I don't even know if that tree's still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
is like, um, yeah, we can we can help whenever, however we can. Um, she's like, I do want to circle back to your note, but before that, if if you guys have to go anywhere, um, we can go with you. We can stay back and try to see if we can figure out anything here.
I mean, can you guys fight or anything?
We could.
Okay, well, just because like we just fought those dead guys and you guys were just kind of adjacent.
She's like, well, that was a very expensive dress.
Yeah,
Terrence is like,
Agmar got stabbed.
I, I did get stabbed, Micah. And Micah is like, and I'm sorry.
I don't have enough. I didn't have enough bugs to make him feel better.
Um, and Micah is sitting there, and she's like, all right, look, we'll help you however we can. Got it?
Okay.
But let's circle back to the note.
Okay.
You still have it, Gretchen?
I have one more question before we move away from me. Just throwing this out there.
Okay.
Okay. While we were there, I just want to bring up a conversation they were having a lot, and they were really pushing this on Airy while I was nearby, and I was just curious. They kept mentioning an orgy, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's important.
It very much is not, and we'll tell you when you're older.
Okay.
Much older.
Much
Much-
older.
Like
Much
my
older.
age old.
Like,
Like
in-
Micah's age old.
hey! She's like,
That's pretty old.
And Agumok's like, yeah, Micah, that's kind of old. Micah's like, I will fire you.
I light my hand on fire.
Not that kind of fire, Beetle.
Oh,
Thank you, though.
No.
I shake my hand.
It's a
so it
turn.
goes out.
It's a turn of phrase,
Uh,
Beetle.
Well, I
Uh,
thought she was going to attack him, and I didn't want that to happen.
No, I would never attack any of you.
Gretchen's gonna
Well.
pat Beetle on the top of the head.
And it's funny because with Agumok's comment, um, you see that Harold and Shuna kind of chortle to themselves too. So everybody's kind of in on ragging on Micah right now.
Well, I mean, to be fair.
Yeah,
I love my girl, but damn.
she did withhold some information.
Yeah. Very
Maybe not willingly,
very important information that we could have used, but it's fine.
you know.
I don't know.
That would have that would have maybe not put y'all in grave danger.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's fine.
They could have at least helped. Whatever.
Yeah.
Beetle had a great time.
But it was a very expensive dress.
Well, your buddy over there wasn't wearing a dress. Oh, what's his name?
Terrence.
Terrence is like,
I know. Oh, what's his name?
Okay.
Terrence is like, I didn't participate either because we were searching for the other two. But okay.
Okay, back to the letters. What do you want?
And Micah's like, so, the last resort for them. Um, they said they were going to the Ace Garth, the town of Ace Garth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Actually,
Rezix and I will leave for Aesgarth once the main event ends. Rezix is not thrilled, but we are out of options. It has already made its rounds in the damn market.
So
A dam, like a big lake, and it's keeping all the water in. Where's that at?
uh no. Acegarth is a town. If that's where they're heading, I know someone who's there. Not the people who wrote the journal, though I could probably give you a number of people that I can count on one finger who probably would be there. That is this person, but who wrote the journal. But look, if you want to start there, we can go talk to General Kiana.
Okay. What about your two friends that were here earlier?
They,
Yeah, you said it was
uh,
an important conversation. What
well,
was it?
we
That's
were
not an
trying to.
invitation to get them. That's just you telling
Nope.
me what they did.
She's like, understood. She was like, we were talking about, I don't know, plans B, C, D, and E that maybe didn't pertain with us going to the Feywild.
I like the we push Feywild back to whatever letter is next.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Um, when it's possible, according to Cynic, that there might be an underground market within Formyth that has already sold something like that for a high amount of money.
Does Shuna still have the necklace?
Um, Probably, but it's probably in front of her and she doesn't like have it.
Okay.
So that way she's not like taking it.
Okay.
Uh, but Micah's like, look, if that's the case, we need to know where. And maybe if you'll leave and head there, we'll talk to them so that way, Beetle, you don't have to deal with them. They won't tell her.
You can bring the one-eye guy down. Just leave the other one wherever they're at.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to do that to you.
Okay.
Either way, from what he says, okay, okay, okay. If I remember correctly, if what he says is true, then it's not uncommon for a city or a town to have some sort of like weird underground or thief guild or something. Um, of course, Cynic would know. But he said that you would have to know where to look.
Well, this place is a lot of water under it, so it'd be
But
really far.
yes, but you, Beetle, have said that you've come from a cave, right? Like
Well,
you
when
popped
I
out of.
turned around, it looked like a cave. Yeah.
Okay. So who's to say that there aren't other caves lining the cliff edge?
Yeah, but the cave went to her. I thought
Yeah,
that was not plan ABCD 478.
yeah, uh, and we'll test it out. We won't force you to go.
Okay.
That's why I said, you guys go deal with that. We will deal with it here.
Okay.
And if we find anything, we'll meet you in the middle. And Shuna's like, okay, that's great. Before you all leave, though, can you please go get me the last bit of the Mystic's Fortune from the apothecary. That is all I have been asking.
Ooh.
I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that.
I
either.
really asked Ari, but you know,
Oh, when?
now that we're all here.
On it. And I just kind of like take off out the door.
Me and Beetle are on you.
You're just
kinda-
I pick
hop up.
I have Beetle up, or I have Beetle by the waist just carrying, and you're just stuck to me.
Yeah, like I've like grappled
Come on,
onto
guys.
you.
Wait, ain't it like 2 a.m.? Are they even open, Shuna?
Yeah, you're right. And I just kind of walk back in. Never
And
mind.
Shuna's like, no,
I'll-
no,
What about-
24 hour.
Oh,
Go.
oh, okay.
Aw. I need a soak.
Man,
I'm getting a little
If no one
dry.
has any like customers, it's crazy. They're still open 24 hours.
Right?
You would be surprised.
You.
Do you think? And she's gonna call over to Shuna. Do you think they have like a bucket or like a trough?
They might.
Okay, how long can we stay there?
How long can we stay at the thing?
The apothecary or whatever you called it.
Well, you're gonna have to deliver the thing back to Shuna.
Yeah, but I need to soak. I'm dry.
Well, I'll drop you off there, and I'll bring it back to Shuna.
You're just gonna leave me there alone?
I mean, Beetle will stay with you.
It's a quick trip. It's there and back.
Aww.
I'll come back. Give me like 5 minutes.
No. I'll just be
Yeah, why don't
dry.
you, wait. If you have to soak, why don't you just go soak here?
I don't want to be alone.
Look at the little guy. Look at Agumon. Okay.
Let's go so I can get back and get in a bathtub. Unless Micah has something to say about that.
Mike is like, I was just about to give you your bathroom privileges back.
Okay. Off we go! And she like not like shoves, but like, you know how frogs do that thing where they like nestle against like a leaf or something? She does
Yeah.
that to Aries' body.
Let's go.
Um,
Here, get on my shoulders.
Okay, so we're gonna do this really quick. Get back, and then I'll end it if that's okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, you exit the inn, or tavern. It's the same. They're both. It's tavern, inn, whatever. You go, down, cause like, I don't know if you remember the layout of, Formyth, but it's like, kind of like down like a slanted cliffside, basically.
Yeah.
So you have like stairs on either side going like up and down. And you go basically to the level that the antique shop was on, because like it was on the opposite side of where you're coming to now. Like, I don't know, hold on. I guess the best way I can show you is moving everybody. We're gonna have to fuck it, we're doing it live.
Woo!
We're going here. Okay. So this is gonna be a very bad drawing.
That's fine.
But say this is the inn with the little bonk, 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 trying to imitate the inn, bonk. Yeah, that looks great. Little window and a little door. Beautiful. So like say the steps are here. There's a level, more steps, and a level. Say the antique store was here. This is the apothecary. Right here. Oh, sorry. That's a level.
Okay.
And then like the crystal
It's
shop was
beautiful.
like here.
So it's like terraced?
Yeah, it's like terraced kind of.
Okay.
So
That's a lot of
basically,
stairs.
it is a lot of stairs, but not a lot of walking. It's like, I don't know, like a 5-minute walk down the steps.
I'm not walking. It's Ari that's
Same.
walking. So
It's Ari. And I guess Agumon is following you too, I guess.
okay.
But yeah, so that's kind of where you go, and it's you see this like neon light that you haven't seen before, and it says Belladonna's. And it has like a little witch hat on the bee with like a little crescent moon hanging off of the
Oh,
little witch hat. Um,
cute.
it's very cute. It's very cute. Um, and so like on the window, it has like a little like wooden sign that says like open 24/7. Uh, and so you kind of enter the uh the thingamabob, the apothecary. Thank you, brain.
You're welcome.
Uh, thank you. Um, and uh, inside this apothecary, obviously, you to your left and to your right, lined with like different herbs and like like medicines, remedies, stuff like that, even oils. Um, so
Oils.
like
Hello.
uh and as you say that, you see kind of like behind like the desk, a little hat kind of like moving around kind of frantically. Um, and what emerges from the counter is this very we'll say eccentric looking person. Uh, very much I would say she definitely fits the title of like apothecary worker.
Hmm.
Uh, but also she looks like she's taken from like a storybook on witches.
Interesting.
Cool.
Um, and she's like, "Oh, wasn't expecting any guests.
Sorry, we were
Uh,
told to buy drugs.
God,
all
you
good.
guys.
What can I help you with?"
Hi. We were sent here to get some stuff. I have this little. I have. Hold on. I have a note in my pocket. Which pocket? Here it is. And I hand the note. I was like, these are the things we need.
Oh, and she, oh, oh God.
I think she
Um,
fell.
Ooh.
and she kind of like wrestles with the paper for a second, and she looks at it. She's like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. That's
Me, who didn't look at the note,
five."
was just like, what is on there?
She's like, "5 mystic fortunes coming up, as well as oh, couple of health potions. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I can do that." Um, and she's like, she kind of yells to the back, and she's like, "Hey, Bulan, can you please grab me a couple health potions?" And all you hear is some like rustling and clamoring from the back. It sounds like someone had just fallen off of a ladder, but maybe not. You can't really tell. There's just a lot of loud noise. And stumbles out. Who stumbles out? But this like 3'8", very
He's
aggressively
massive.
teal, grung. Uh, and he's like,
What?
he runs out and he's like, "2 potions for you, ma'am."
Gretchen has been entirely disinterested this whole time. The second she sees another grung, she's going to fling herself off of Aries' body, and it's gonna like
Okay.
jolt Airy backwards and like land on the counter next to this grung and just like poke it in the eye.
Ugh,
Hold on, but I get knocked off.
I'm just like holding. I'm like, hold
oh,
on.
oh, hello.
Hello?
Uh, hi.
She's like staring in disbelief.
Uh, she's like, "Oh." Belladonna looks and she's like, "Oh, it looks like you made a little friend."
I thought Gretchen said she was big.
The males of
That's
our
my friend.
species are bigger. And she
I
like
was talking to Ari. Calm down.
she like waves off Beetle.
I don't know. I've never met one before.
Um,
I want
and
to turn into a big frog so bad.
Kenny, go for it.
I can't.
Why not?
I'm tired. I turned into a lot of stuff today.
Oh, what about tomorrow? Because like that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. No worries.
Okay,
I'm more familiar with bug stuff, but yeah, I can try.
okay.
Yeah.
and Belladonna turns back to y'all, and she's like, "Oh, here are your potions." And you said Mystic Flowers, or Mystic Fortune. My bad. I'm gonna have to go to the back. Give me 1 second. Um, I'm sure Palan can help you with whatever you need. And she looks at Palan and she's like, "I will be right back, okay?" And Palan is like, "Don't mess with my sculpture, please." She's like, "I won't. I won't."
The second she leaves.
Mm.
Why were you ousted from the cast?
He's I wasn't.
What do you mean? Nobody leaves the cast.
Palan did.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you just looking for him to lie, or
Yeah, if he's lying. 9.
he is telling the truth?
Okay.
That is all you can discern.
How did you
Uh,
leave? How did you get out? That doesn't make any sense. Nobody leaves the cast.
I wanted to leave, so I left at night. Um, it just got boring.
And her like,
Grung usually. Oh, sorry.
oh, go ahead.
Grung usually make things for other Grung, but Palan didn't want that.
Her face like softens a little bit. And
So
she
why did you leave?
I wanted to be something I was not.
Oh, okay.
Wonder if she wanted to be big, and then she realized how big everybody else was.
And Agamax is like, I mean, honestly, it's entirely possible.
I just, hey,
Yeah.
inside voices.
Oh, sorry.
Some things need to stay inside your brain.
Sorry, Gretchen.
And she like tilts her head back and she like nods at Beetle.
And Falad just has this like goofy little like face.
Gretchen looks genuinely sad right now.
Yeah.
Like the conversation she had with Shuna, the conversation she had with Beetle, and now this being sprung on her. She looks really sad.
Is being grung on her. I'm sorry.
No, that was good. That was
That's
good.
great.
And so Palan is like, are you okay?
It's been a long day. I haven't seen another of us in a long time.
Ah, I got something for you. And he walks over to one of like the side areas. And he gives you like like an oil, and on it um it says Naga scale concentrate.
Whoa.
Oh, that's sweet.
And he's like, to relax.
Huh.
And Belladonna comes back with a few of these like really pretty flowers. That usually given like solely like I guess freshly grown or whatever. But I guess in the case of this, it works. It's just easier that way. So I'm gonna send a picture to the chat. So I guess character chat would make sense. Just so you can see kind of what it looks like. It's a gorgeous little flower. Yeah, that's good. I sent it to character chat just in case.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's what they look like. You got about 5 of those.
Okay.
Is it
And
bloomed or what's the middle look like?
yeah, so that's completely bloomed. Basically,
Okay.
yeah. It's the like little outside is like the main part of the flower. And then all of the like I guess reproductive organs are
The
protected.
stomata.
The stomata, they're all protected by the middle.
That's cool.
And the things on the side are basically like not necessarily feelers, but like kind of. Um, they're supposed to grow in seclusion. So like if they feel another like flower,
Ooh.
um, or anything like that, they will kind of they will close until that flower dies. They last. They're durable flowers,
That's cool.
but they can be crushed up into medicine. And on top of that, they're used for recreational drugs. But we don't
Oh.
talk about that. Um, so
Well, all
yeah,
right
they're very
then.
cool. But she's like, yes. Here are those. Um, do you have a form of payment or?
Book it.
Um, shoot, she didn't send us any money. I guess I'll cover it. How much is it?
Wait, no. Agu is like, wait, didn't. Sorry, excuse me. Um, Shuna and Harold sent us.
Oh yeah.
Um, and she's like, oh, well, that reduces my price significantly. She's like, it. I mean, if you want, you can just take it. She's like, we don't do any business right now, so it's not like I'm gonna be making an income.
Oh. Oh.
Like,
Okay.
she's like, quite frankly, might be moving out of here any second, anyways. Um,
That's what I said.
so
uh, if you have a thing, I can do a thing.
what? What thing, sweetie?
Like a thing, like an object.
An object?
Yeah.
Like a rock.
Like a
Like a
rock,
rock?
like a rock or a whatever. It doesn't really matter.
Um, she's like, um, hmm. She's like, I don't have a rock, but would.
I don't have
She's
my
like,
bag on me. Dang it.
I mean, anything will work really.
she's like, I. Shoot.
I mean, I'm still in a bathrobe.
Can I? I mean, can you do anything with just like a quill?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure, go for it.
And I'm gonna take out my wrench and I'm gonna hold the quill and I'm gonna like it's like a not a jerry wrench, but it's one of those big red dummy wrenches and I'm gonna take it and like clamp the quill and like bang the wrench on the counter a couple
Mm-hmm.
times and you'll hear like a really pretty tune start to emanate from the quill. And
Okay.
I'm gonna use one of my tinkers to imbue this quill with this music on a loop. And
Ooh.
it lasts indefinitely. and it's perceivable up to 10 feet away. And I'll hand it back to her.
She's like, "Thank you." I'm assuming you're another arcane user.
No, I just bang things with my wrench.
Well, if you ever want to learn magic or anything like that, you can come back to me. Okay?
But you said you were leaving.
Doesn't mean I won't be around. Um, and
You
Palan
just
is
roll my
like,
eyes.
and Palan is like, "Oh, okay. Well, if you're gone, goodbye."
Goodbye.
Guess-
And he kind of like happily waves. And Belladonna waves as well. Um,
And
as you
I'm gonna fling
oh,
myself back onto Airhe so I don't have to walk.
okay. Uh,
No warning. Just jump. Just like a 30-pound frog is lobbing herself at you.
Yep. Um,
Knock
and
over
so
something. Slightly
honestly,
shake something because I bumped it.
just
I'm like, oh god, okay.
oh,
Sorry,
uh,
sorry, sorry.
she,
We're leaving.
she kind of laughs as you leave. And once you exit, you kind of get a couple of feet. And before you turn to head towards the stairs, you hear whoosh.
What was that?
And you feel kind of like a small gust of wind, like from behind.
Hmm.
What do you do?
Uh, I'm gonna look up at Arian and be like, "What was that?"
You know,
I,
I don't know. Because it
uh,
was me earlier.
one hand is going to kind of erupt, and it looks like bright red, like lightning bugs and stuff. Just a handful full of them as I cast Control Flame and create or I think it's Create Flame. Yeah, Produce Flame. I create just a ball of that, and I hold it behind you, and I look over your shoulder behind us.
Behind us? Okay.
Um, I'm.
So
Can I do something?
yeah,
Can I cast Detect Magic?
yeah.
Okay. So I do that.
Okay. Um. Okay. Yeah.
And like you'll see, I'll pull my wrench out of like wherever I was holding it, and I'll be like,
Mm.
"Hello," and you'll see my wrench start to like almost vibrate.
Okay. Yeah. So Zim, talking specifically to you about detect magic.
Yeah.
You feel as
So
if
with Detect Magic, I get um. So I can see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that in that area that bears magic, and I learn the School of Magic.
okay. Yeah. So, looking around, you kind of see uh what once I don't know how to describe this without outright saying it. So, kind of going. I'm gonna go from Beetle to you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So Beetle, you said you looked behind you, both everybody, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you notice that where the apothecary once stood, nothing remains. It's just cliff and empty space. Nothing is there. And so to use him, what you detect is that there's a faint aura in the place where it used to be, but it has now dissipated.
So what's the School of Magic?
what's the school of magic?
Yeah. So like divination, and evocation, conjuration, transmutation.
Conjuration is a lot of the teleportation ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
it
would
was.
assume
Yeah,
that.
it's conjuration.
I assumed it was conjuration or transmutation.
Yeah.
And like basically the way that I'm flavoring my detect magic is that instead of like an aura, I can basically see vibrations, and it's like my wrench is magnetizing where the magic is, basically.
Yeah. Um. So, um, I would definitely say if you had been in there and you cast detect magic, your wrench would be almost flying out of your hand.
Yeah.
Knocking shit off the shelves.
Knocking shit off the shelves and whatever. But now it's kind of like you notice that it starts and it starts to like kind of fade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Alright.
I just blew a spell slot on that.
Ari, remain calm and continue towards Shuna's place.
I think
Don't
I think
have to tell me
everything's
twice.
okay. I think it just teleported.
Building just blew up.
No, I think it just moved somewhere else.
She did say that, she wouldn't be here very long. So, like, maybe they moved.
and Agu's like, yeah, but 5 minutes?
I don't question. She didn't give a time frame. She said soon. Soon could be now. Soon could be later. We're
Just
assuming
real
now.
lucky that Shuna was like, go get it now. It's like
I know.
real lucky.
Yeah.
No, for real. But I guess,
I get. Well, it's late. We'll figure that out in the morning. Well,
yeah,
maybe it
Agu's
just.
like, I just, Ari, you're still hurting. You kind of have a bad knee. You might want to take a rest anyways.
It's like, my knees aren't up for this tonight. Let's think about this in the morning.
Yeah.
Right,
Cool.
exactly.
Yeah.
One problem at a time.
Anybody want some cake? Or
You got any
I
more of
guess,
those
like-
bugs?
no.
No.
But I reach into my pocket and pull out another handful of cake from the party. Got
Agu's
lint and
like,
shit on it.
Agu's like, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Take a
Thank
bite
you.
out of it.
Gosh.
But yeah, so you guys make it back to Shuna's.
I walk in. I walk over and I was like, "M'lady," just drop it in front of her.
And she's like, smooth.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
She takes the health potions and she puts it in the first aid, and she takes one of the flowers, lays it kind of neatly in there as well, and shuts it, and she pushes back the rest, and she's like, you might need this. I could probably get any at any time.
Well, I got news.
What do you mean?
Your friend blew up.
She
No,
didn't.
no.
She didn't blow up. The building just disappeared and moved away. That happens sometimes.
Yeah, when it explodes.
It didn't explode. If it would have exploded, there would have been rubble everywhere. We probably would have got knocked unconscious by a flying brick or whatever.
And there would be not one but two dead grung.
Yeah. And also, like, it
So that ground was huge.
was big. Bigger than me. I don't
She was
understand how he left the cast.
He
She was
said he just
like-
left. Oh, sorry.
You don't
Oh,
just
you did.
leave. Ugh. I'm too tired for
She
this.
was like, I don't know. He seems nice enough. I thought you would catch on like a house on fire. Well, I guess like one of the shops on fire. If we're talking about recent events.
I
but
should
that's
light a
cool.
shop on fire?
No,
No.
Beetle.
Harold's like, I mean, I'd pay to see it.
I still have the burning like lightning bugs.
Yeah, and my wrench is like shaking, but it's like faint now.
Like, I mean, you just tell me where to go.
And Agumok's like, maybe Harold, Shuna, style it back. Maybe let's not let them go absolutely feral.
My detect magic. How long has it been since we left the shop?
Not long.
I said it was like 5 minutes to get down there, so I assumed it was close to that to get back
Yeah,
up.
so my detect magic is still up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I detect anything?
I mean, oh, um,
Super secrets.
I would say no. It's not even super secret. I was gonna go straight for pulling the Micah card, being like, "Hey, would she count?"
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then you detect Micah.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
about
good.
it. Micah, and then I'm trying to think.
I'm specifically looking at the pendant, the
The pendant.
necklace.
Um, it it's faint. I would say there's nothing really there.
Like residual stuff, like nothing.
Yeah.
It's magical, but
Okay.
something that was interacted with.
Okay.
Yeah, something that it was. Yeah, it has almost like a magical residue that was left.
But
Magic goo.
would I
Magic
would
dude.
I still be able to learn the school of magic?
I would say probably not because it's so faint.
Okay.
Um,
Are there any drinks on the bar near us?
there was a shot that Ari did not drink completely.
Well, that doesn't help me. So
That's
never
not-
mind. I just shake my hand until the fire goes away. There it is.
Okay. But yeah, she's like, it's just Shuna, and she's like, well, I guess before you guys go, just take one more night, rest, recuperate. Tomorrow, Harold and I will make sure you have the biggest breakfast, and you can be on your way.
Okay. And like as I'm saying okay, I'm gonna try and like stealthily grab the necklace off the counter and put it in my bag.
Hold on.
If you want me to roll for it, I will.
No, you're good. Well, I mean, I guess if you want to, but I was gonna say
Or
I'm
sleight of
gonna.
hand, I guess.
Would it be perception? Would it be a saving throw, or no? It's just perception.
No,
Passive, unless they're actively looking for it.
yeah, unless they're actively looking
So
for it.
passive perception.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say Shuna's gonna look down as you do it, potentially.
Okay. 17.
Oh,
Or
okay.
I'm sorry, 11.
Oh, okay, I was
Okay.
like, wow, 17.
I was like, her perception was 17. So
Like, that beats my passive by 16. So,
oh
like,
shit.
like I'm at 16, it would beat me by 1. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh.
So I also see it.
Yeah. No. Oh wait. I rolled perception. Whoopsies.
It's your passive.
Yeah, I need to.
Your passive is pretty good though with a 3. I think your passive would be, I think it'd be a 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 plus 2 plus 3.
Yeah.
Assuming their proficiency is, or wait, are they proficient in it? I can't even tell. No, they're not. Okay, so it'd just be just 18 plus 3, or 8 plus 3, so 11.
Yeah, I mean it would meet it, right?
Meter beat, yeah.
Meter beat, so it got it.
Yeah,
Barely.
you would barely you would barely notice. You'd just see like the silver
'Cause
chain
I was gonna say she
slip
was
into my
gonna
bag.
push it towards you, but okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean she wasn't gonna like hoard it. That's
Well, Gretchen is Gretchen. So.
Yeah, we know. We got you.
oh. Yeah. So yeah.
From a meta perspective, I know someone, I don't remember who, said that I should return it. Gretchen has no intention of returning this necklace.
I think it was Shuna who was like, "Hey, You have to return it to the vessels if you end up happening upon them.
Oh, like to the vessels, yeah, but like not where I found it. Like I have no intention
Oh
of putting it
no,
back.
absolutely. Why would you put it with the vampires?
I don't know. That's just like you said. You have to put this back, and I was like, okay, no, I'm not
You
going.
fought this whole time for this. Here you
I'm
go.
not going back in that church.
Absolutely not. I expect nothing less.
But even if, like, I don't know if Gretchen would. I don't know if Gretchen trusts this very much.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, no. So yeah. I guess now with everything, do you want to go ahead and just head to bed? Um.
Yeah, I need to soak. I blew a lot of tinkers and spell slots today.
You did. You did.
I can't turn into a big old bug, but I am just gonna sit there for a minute while I try to shove this chest over to the door.
I
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna. Who is staying in a room in the inn?
I'm staying in a room.
Is it just Beetle?
It's Beetle. And then I'm trying to think. I think Agu, Micah, and Terrence. I think are all staying in
Okay.
rooms.
Do the rooms have separate bathrooms or?
The bathroom. Yeah, they all have separate bathrooms. But so like each room will have an individual bathroom.
Okay. I'm gonna. Is Aries staying in a room?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't feel like going down to my ship.
I'm gonna follow because I don't feel good enough anymore to stay in the communal bathroom. I'm gonna follow either Beetle or Airy, whichever, into their room and try and sleep in their bathtub.
Okay. Yeah. Do whatever. Whichever one you think.
I don't stop you, but if you go with me, you do see the giant bear trap in the window, like barricaded with a bed.
Yeah, I standing leap over it. And I just go ahead.
I just sit there and struggle with the chest to close. I'm like, I just gotta stop this door too. Hang on.
Do you want help? Gretchen's just staring at you until you ask for help.
Doing his best. He's not like he's above average strong, but he's not particularly strong.
Gretchen is below average. Well, Gretchen is perfectly average, I suppose.
So he'll get it. It just takes him a minute.
Yeah. Okay. Gretchen's just gonna stare at you for a minute and is just gonna go in the bathroom and close the door, and you'll just hear running water.
There's just a bunch of like ripped fabric and clothes, and then all the bedding and blankets from it are also pulled into the tub. That's where he's been sleeping.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep in the sink. I'm not gonna like ruin your like nest area. And you'll hear like the wrench clatter to the ground, and like I'll take off my bag and I'll take off my scarf and like set it down, and like, is it like a countersink or is it just like a freestanding sink in the wall?
I would say so. It's like a countersink. But it's like I don't know. It's like connected to like well water, so it has like a weird like kind of like faucet.
Okay. Is it like,
So
is it big enough for me to submerge myself in?
yes, but not. It's not like deep. You know? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
A tub would probably be your better bet.
Well, I mean, I'm sleeping there, so I assume this is up to your discretion that I could like flip over
Yeah,
and like soak my other half and continue to do that all night.
yeah. Especially if you're like canonically like a restless sleeper.
Yeah, Gretchen
You just move
is.
a lot. Gretchen just moves all the
Yeah.
time.
Occasionally, whenever Beetle is sleeping, there'll just be water that splashes.
It takes time because he again once he does get into the bathroom and close the door, and tie a bit of rope to the inside door and pull it tight and tie it to something like around like the base of like a toilet or something. He ties it around wherever he can
Yeah.
Yeah.
to keep the door pulled. He just gathers up his bundle of cloth and he does get back to ripping and tearing it for a bit, and then just sits in that little nest of bedding and waits until he can't physically stay up any
Yeah.
longer and passes out.
The whole time Gretchen is like nestled, like the frog thing, you know. Like she's like
Yeah.
nestled down in the sink, and she has like her little eyes are peeking over, and she's just kind of watching. And she before you entered the room, she like shoved all of her stuff like in the counter, and closed the doors. Um, and she has her wrench like leaned up against the sink, but she's like nestled down, and she's just waiting for you to finish what you're doing. And occasionally she's like flipping over, and you'll feel water splash on you. But
Mm.
we go to sleep. In this,
Hell yeah.
both of us barricaded in this bathroom.
Constant
Uh,
vigilant.
Constant vigilance. It's even better because there's two of us.
You got like
We were just hoping that you get attacked first.
Yeah. I have the wrench.
100%.
Yeah, I have the wrench. Like,
So, but yeah. So with that, you all drift off.
Beetle exists in constant terror.
yeah.
Just in constant terror until face to pillow or face to blanket out.
Gretchen
I
exists
love
in
it.
constant
Gretchen's like, you're
distrust.
not even scared of the body? No, I'm scared of everything.
Yeah.
No, too scared. Too spoopy 5 me all the time.
Yeah.
Of course.
So, but yeah, that
3 scoops of spoop.
yeah, exactly. That concludes this session.
Good session.
Do we
That was fun.
enjoy a long rest?
You enjoy a long rest.
Hooray!
Yay! I think I get all my tinkers back.
I'm alive. Oh, my
Yeah.
power. Uh-oh.
Inky.
Uh-oh, Stinky.
What stinky?
Oh, baby. You and your friends are dead.
Uh-oh.
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 Spaghettios.
Who's that?
Sims.
Okay, so I don't get my tinkers back.
Magic.
Magic. The Gathering.
Ooh, I know that one.
Yeah.
I also know that one. Not very well.
Oh,
Okay, so Owen, I have a question for you.
I might have an answer. What's up?
How do you want to do this? So for my tinkers, it says the maximum number of objects you can affect with this feature at one time is equal to your intelligence modifier, which is 4. If you try to exceed your maximum, the oldest property immediately ends, and then the new property applies.
Yeah.
So
like eventually, that quill will probably just stop making music.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't get my tinkers back. It's just they recycle over and over.
They're constantly in use, and you can constantly kind of change them around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I was confused about that.
No.
Sorry, artificers, there's a lot to like manage
Yeah,
with
you haven't even
artificers.
gotten to like the actual infusions yet.
Yeah, I've just been doing tinkers.
Yeah. The
Like-
infusion stuff, those are weird.
The only infusion I've done is the homunculus servant, and I didn't even do that
Mhm.
right.
It happens.
And maybe the jug if you want to have the jug.
Alchemy jug's not an infusion. It's just a thing.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's just a thing that I have.
Well, you can. Well, there's an infusion that's replicate magic item.
Yes, I have that.
Yeah, and that's where you infuse the alchemy jug. Or did you get an alchemy jug during the session? I didn't even know.
No, I've just had alchemy jug in my features and traits.
Yeah, if you had it in your features and traits, that means you probably picked it as your replicate magic item.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
There you go.
Yeah. Do I have to attune to it?
Hmm,
Because it just says
offhand, I don't know.
it says attunement no. That's weird. But
Yeah.
yeah. I have an alchemy jug.
Okay, so those are your 2 infusions that you've got. I think you can only have 2 active at this level.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I can read.
Let me just. I mean, if you pull up the artificer table, that's usually the quickest way to check it.
Yeah.
So I think you get. I think you know 4, but you can only have 2 active at a time.
And each of your infusions can be in only one object at a time. Okay. So I can't use my alchemy jug unless I drop homunculus servant.
No. I'm looking at the table right now. Okay. So you can have the 2 items infused. You just can't infuse the same item with 2 infusions. Like you can't have a
Oh.
weapon that's +1 and returning.
Yeah. See,
But you have a jug that's your, a jug that you bought, and then you have your homunculus. That's 2 different things.
yeah, in like my infused item thing, it says no object can bear more than 1 infusion at a time, and each of your objects can be only 1 object at a time.
Right.
If you try to exceed maximum number of infusions, the oldest infusion ends and the new infusion begins. So it's just a recycle of all of my stuff, basically, with an artificer.
A lot of the time,
Okay.
it's going to be refreshed.
Okay.
The only thing that I would say, typically, for one of the ways that a DM could rule it, because I think when do you infuse an item? It's the end of a rest, I think.
I think so.
Okay, so then yeah, never mind. So that would make anything else null and void. There's no shenanigans you can really pull with any of the magic items by making more of them because you ended at a long rest.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But you have a lot of cool options. Like you can learn how to make bags of holding and stuff.
Yeah. I have returning weapon, enhanced defense, homunculus servant, and replicate magic item right now,
Yeah.
and then I'll get 2 more at 6th level, I think.
Yes, you'll know 2 more, and you'll
Yeah.
get to use 1 more at a time.
Yeah.
So
Returning
right now you just have to
weapon.
pick which ones you want to have on.
Returning weapon is really interesting because I'm wondering if I can put it on my wrench.
Well, I don't think your Rich has the throne property.
I don't. It's a reflavored hand club, I think, or just a club.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't
club
think
has light or
Yeah.
throne.
I don't think you can throw a club, but that would be really fucking cool.
You could take something else, like take a dagger, but it's like a flathead screwdriver.
Yeah, that would be so good. I just want to reflavor all my weapons to be like tools.
Yeah.
I
I love reflavor stuff. It makes a lot of fun.
Yeah. I don't know what to do with my crossbows.
I'd have to think about it.
I would too. My immediate thought is gun, but Owen said no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want guns in this world.
I understand.
I mean, my favorite.
Like a nail gun.
I mean,
Eh,
That would still pave the way for a gun in this world.
that's
crossbows
true.
are still pretty. That's pretty technical advanced.
Yeah, that's true.
I-
I'll keep the crossbow. It's the same. But
Yeah.
like my dagger and
Like it just does piercing damage. So I mean,
yeah.
a screwdriver that can do it.
Why do I have a dagger in my inventory but I don't? Oh, I do have it.
A dagger.
Dagger. But yeah. Like my wrench. I'll probably reflavor my daggers soon. I've not used my dagger yet. Wow, my foot is completely asleep. I just tried to
Yikes.
move my foot. Ugh. But yeah. All of like my spells and stuff are gonna be like clockwork, steampunky type stuff, and or
Nice.
like frog based. So like Thorn Whip is my tongue, Acid Splash I spit acid.
Mine are bugs.
Yeah. I love that so much.
Mine are all bugs all the time.
Why do I have a crossbow and a short bow? I don't need it. I think it does. The crossbow does more. I don't know why I have a short bow.
Yeah, because hand crossbow does short bow damage, I think.
Yeah.
I know we talk about this every time we end up playing D&D. We talk about characters for a second, but I want to talk about characters for a second.
Yes, please.
I had two that popped up. One I wanted to talk about because you said Clockwork. I had a Warforged named Clockwork,
Oh my
and
goodness.
he was the Clockwork Soul Sorcerer. And one of their things is they have a thing that's always affecting them. And the thing that I had was there was always a constant ticking sound coming from him.
Yeah,
So he was just
my
full
Warforged is a Clockwork Soul Sorcerer.
Yeah, it's fun.
It makes the most sense for a Warforged.
It really does. I love it.
Yeah,
And my DM let me make him small, so he's a small Clockwork.
yeah. Mine is medium, I think.
Yeah, that's where they're typically medium, but
Oh,
he's
my
like,
foot.
you drop your speed to 25, I'll let you be small. I'm like, hooray!
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm tiny.
I love that.
I like small races. Okay, I don't care.
I do too.
But then the other one was a friend of mine just messaged me yesterday. He said, "Hey, my other group is going to run a Candyland game, and I'm supposed to make a character. I have to be, and I know that you had talked about it before." I'm like, "Yes, I did." And he's like, "Okay, help me." So we're just throwing characters around. He's like, "I think I want to be I kind of want to be a ranger, and then I kind of like the idea of like soft candy." And then we're talking. He's like, I just want to make Luffy from One Piece, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, then you're gonna be a taffy monk, and you're gonna be a bugbear reflavor, so that you have long limbs and you can hit from range. You get flavored as stretchy arms.
That's good.
He's like, damn it, you're right.
That's really good.
So we made a taffy monk, and
I
I'm
love
very
that.
excited to hear about how it goes.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
Because the bugbears can squeeze into sizes that are meant for small creatures. So I'm like, you just get stretchy.
Yeah. I love that.
It works so well for a taffy boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My one of our friends, Nat, who's in Champions, just pitched a campaign idea to us, and I'm playing a drow elf sorcerer, shadow sorcerer, and Owen is playing an orc barbarian,
Ooh.
and it's really cool because our characters are connected.
Mm-hmm.
Like brothers, only closer.
I was about to be like, physically, like you're like just like joined twins.
No, no, no.
But oh, okay.
At the hip.
I'm an orphan, and he's a professor, and he's basically adopted me.
Oh, okay.
Professor Barbarian?
Yeah.
Wow.
10 out of 10.
But I'm the only reason I'm taking, because I was in between like 3 of the different sorcerer origins. The only reason I'm taking Shadow Sorcerer is because of the Hellhound. That's it.
Ooh.
I just want doggy.
I mean, I had a lot of fun playing. I did a sorcerer warlock, and I did shadow sorcerer, and Pact of the Chain warlock.
Ooh.
Now you could go different, but the way that I had it was I took Pact of the Chain, I took the Imp Familiar, and this was my Viking campaign. So we had a barbarian, we had a monk, we had a ranger, and then I was this wizened old kind of seer type character. I was an old man.
Love that.
Who had plucked out his own eyes and tongue and burned them as offerings. And then was once everything started getting magical and Ragnarok kind of began, like Fimbulwinter began,